Andy's politic frogs, Norman's oak buddy frogs, rally with me. We must purge the RP frogs and save our Ariac Lord. I know this looks bleak and the nerds rule this land, but we must remind them that at the end of the day we are the ones WHO give them we. Anti-RP for life, 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 anti-RP for life. Love you, chat. Been subbing for 6 months, but we've been watching you longer than that, Daddy Azan. Norman's Oak Buddy Frogs react Andy's politic Andy's rise up. This is the hill we die on. Norman's Oak Buddy Frogs react Andy's politic Andy's rise up. This is the hill we die on. Norman's Oak Buddy Frogs react Andy's politic Andy's rise up. This is the hill. Chat, love you chat, how are you chat, Has? Chat wants its full-time React Lord back and we are prepared to die on this hill. It's our final stand. Chat wants its full-time React Lord back and we are prepared to die on this hill. It's our final stand. Chat wants its full-time React Lord back and we are.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from the beautiful, the wonderful, the sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks. Boys, girls, and NBs. We are live on this day, and I hope everyone's having a great day. It is... Hold on. Let me switch some stuff up around here. Let me do a little switcheroony. Okay, one second. Hold on. Hold the fucking on then. Hold the fucking line then. Hold the line. All right, there it is. It is Thursday, February 25th, 2021, 11:16 a.m. and I'm a little late, and I apologize. The reason why I'm a little late is because I was working out this morning. And also because I keep doing 11 to 12 hour streams and then going to bed, waking up, and then working out. And honestly, I am very happy to be able to do that. So, I'm very happy that I am like back and you know, thankfully going to the gym every day. I'm trying to get the grind back. New idea, $15 minimum wage or I become gay. Okay, well, you know, too late for a lot of people then. I guess we're not getting $15 minimum wage then, my guy. Anyway, as I was saying, going to bed equals watching streams. Dude, I can't fall asleep. I don't know what it is. I cannot fall asleep. Is this lifestyle taxing? Yes, it is very taxing. I end the stream after like 11 hours, 12 hours, and then I just lay in bed for another like 3 hours, and I'm just fucking watching other streamers. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, I watched our boy Fizz. I watched Bjorn the Barbarian, Biotoxis, I don't know how to say his name, Twitch name. I even sometimes go in and check in on Rami. See what the fuck he's up to, because I find him pretty funny. And also you know, Medi and everyone else. These are some of the people that I watch. I even watch Summit sometimes. See what the fuck they're up to, you know? To see I want to see like what how different people play it. Like I want to know what they're doing, what they're offering, you know what I mean? It's not just about like meta, you know, I'm just trying to learn all the things that are happening in the city, but check out Cop POV sometime. No, I did not see XQC's Roblox, no. Anyway, I did not watch any Poke stuff last night either. Okay, stop asking me if I watched this or watched that. There is a PlayStation event that is going to be happening. I know it's the state of play. I know. Stop asking me about the PlayStation event. I will be watching the PlayStation event. It's going to suck. But at least it's one fucking event that I actually like and enjoy because I'm a Sony fucking fanboy. So you guys will now have the very unique opportunity to shit on me for once. Because I shit on everything that you love and enjoy and hold near and dear to you. Well, this is the one thing that I hold near and dear to me because I'm a fucking idiot. So I can't wait for the $600 massive fucking router that I have on my desk to finally be worth something beyond playing a game that was remastered, albeit in a beautiful capacity, remastered from you know, 2013 or some shit when the PlayStation 3 was out. So, and Bugsnax. Fuck! Are you kidding me, Sony? At least Nintendo fucks their audience and fucks their fans. Okay? Nintendo, it's fuck a fan Friday all day, but at least they fuck them with like something. You know what I mean? Anything. Sony's like, hey, we know we're gonna be the fucking dominator in this space regardless. So we'll just take our goddamn fucking time and not even offer you a fucking game because you simps are going to buy our product no matter what, because we priced it in a way where it's always going to be shortages. You're not going to be able to get it on time, even though you don't even need to get it on time because there's no fucking games to play. So we will be doing that, and it will be a fun time for everyone to finally have one up on me. To one up myself and, you know, make fun of me for being a fucking Sony simp and loving the PlayStation. HasanAbi in his shit video game takes, lol. Dude, I think it's reflexive at this point. If you consider yourself to be a gamer, you're like, oh, he must have like bad video game takes. I play more video games than you do. I make money playing video games. Please stop fucking telling me I'm not like, I mean, it's fine. Being a gamer is not like a good thing regardless. Like being proud of being a gamer is probably the worst thing. But like, please just stop. You come across like a dork. If we make fun of you, you just ban us? Motherfucker, your name is quote if Hasan threw. And you've been in this chat for a very long time. How the fuck do you... Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Perfect example, by the way. 6-month subscriber. He says, you ban us if we make fun of you. Your name is quote if Hasan threw and you've been a 6-month subscriber. Clearly, I don't do that unless making fun of me also revolves around saying dumb shit like... Dumb shit that triggers me, like, you know, I want you to change the direction of your roleplay, or dumb shit like, I was just trolling, but also like trans people are mentally handicapped, or trolling such as saying trolly things like, what was the thing that the other guy said the other day, which is like, oh, how are you fucking poor, lol, just get a better job. I was able to do it when I was poor. Everyone except for people with disability. If you can't get a job and survive in this economy, you must have a mental disability. Like literally, that's what the dude said. Like, that's not a fucking troll. Those are the people I ban. By the way, that was verbatim what that guy said. Like, you can't even fucking say that I'm exaggerating or strawmanning. Like, you lose money playing video games, we leave. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm always going to have a smaller audience playing video games than when I'm talking about politics, because that's my specialty. Like, if I'm the... It's like... How do I describe it? It's like Shroud. Okay? He is fucking Shroud. He's so Shroud that, like, you can say, I'm the Shroud of politics, and people will understand what you understand. But if Shroud tomorrow is going to play some fucking RPG game, he wouldn't have the 50,000, 70,000 people that are watching him when he plays other games. You know what I mean? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at regardless. Like, I love I love the community that I've cultivated. I love that there are more and more gamer Andys in here as well. I think that it's great. And most people that want politics come back when I'm doing politics anyway. They're not going to they're not going to be like, oh fuck dude, this guy is only doing politics for like 2 hours or 3 hours every day instead of 12 hours. Well, fuck him, I'm leaving. Well, then you kind of have a cancerous mentality anyway, so it's great. Like, if you're gonna fucking leave and never come back, then I'm happy that that happened. You know what I mean? Remember when that guy who only watches your gaming came in during politics was shocked when someone was saying truth to power? Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. Yo, I'm a Chain Gang community member and I want to say thanks for being NoPixel. You do it quite well. Much love. Smile. Oh, thanks. How do I dismantle the toxic patriarchy at my workplace? What? I don't fucking know. What a question, dude. What? Good luck. You recovered from the cyberpunk shit? You thought you'd never gain such an audience again? No, like, it's whatever. One of Carter's mods in the conversation y'all had in the church where everyone broke was fucking... I'm one of Carter's mods? Oh, yeah. No, Carter is... Carter's first character was, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of mid. Like, when I met him on the boat, I was like, oh, this is like... It's not that great. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I didn't have like a good interaction with it. But the Spencer character is so fucking good. It's so fucking good, dude. It's so fucking funny. He's too good at it. He's so good at it that I'm like... I don't know how to describe it. I'm like, it's like freaks me out a little bit. Like out of character. I'm like, the fuck? He's very good. Azan ignoring the evidence of using dankHug. Oh no, I'm putting it as a flex. You know, I'll tell it to you like this. When Saddam rose to power, right? He lined up all of his previous cabinet members, all the previous cabinet members of the previous administration in front of his personal appointees, right? And at the end of that line was his best friend. I forget what his role was in the cabinet or in the administration. And he told them to pull out their guns and execute the previous cabinet members. And they all did. And at the end of the line was Saddam, and he killed his best friend. And when people asked him why, he said, well, I wanted to show everyone that I'm a man who has nothing to lose. Okay? Like, there's nothing too far for me in search of power is kind of what he said, right? And basically what I'm showing you with this dankHug is that I will kill an emote even if I was a user of it. Do you understand? So don't fucking test me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't test the fucking boundaries. You do not know what I am capable of. Or yet, now you know. Yeah, HasanAbi more like HusseinAbi. All right. Personal news-wise, that's pretty much it. There's not like too much going on. I think my dad's gonna come to LA soon. Kind of excited about it. Kind of worried about it. Got to figure out some stuff for them. You know, my mom and dad to figure out where they're gonna be staying. But aside from that, personal news is that's pretty much it. I mean, I worked out today and I did some deadlifts and I'm feeling pretty fucking good. Anna means mom, Bubba means dad. Comparing yourself to Saddam is not a good look, sweaty. Yeah, I mean, that's the joke. That's why I did it. Anyway. So. There is a lot going on today. There's a lot of drama going on today. There is the Twitch drama. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to just tweet out that I am... When is the... Should I just do the fucking state of play first? Like... That's at 5 p.m. Eastern. State of play at 2 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, in like 2.5 hours. All right, well, that's perfect because then we get to do politicking and then we move on to the state of play and then we'll get into NoPixel. So the thing about NoPixel is like, I love NoPixel and I've been having a lot of fun, but I'm worried that I'm going to get fucking burned out. I kind of understand why Soda was doing like, I get why Soda was doing like the cat thing for a little bit to just like lighten the load. Because when there's so much shit going on, I feel like half the time I'm trying to get you guys caught up and myself caught up on all of the different plot lines that are developing. And yeah, yesterday I started noticing that I'm getting a little fucking burnt out. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, holy shit. It's like there's just so much going on and I don't want it to be like, you know, 15 minutes of like 15 minutes at the top of every hour. You like the NoPixel? I thought you were kind of indifferent. No, I love it. What do you mean? Are you joking? I don't think I'll make like a different character, but it's hard as someone who didn't follow from the start to stay caught up. I always feel like I don't understand what's going on. Don't worry, brother. I feel like I don't understand what's going on half the time too. You did get kind of roped into a lot of scheming. First of all, that's because everyone is nice. It's not because like the only reason, like, this is a DJ Khaled suffering from success moment, okay? Like, the only reason why it's so heavy is because everyone is so fucking kind enough to invite me into their roleplay that they themselves are creating for their audiences. So, and all of you guys as well, not just me, but all of you as well. So, that's, I don't know how the fuck these dudes do it for, like, a year. I don't get it. Buddha is basically playing the game for your crew. Yeah, no, Buddha is incredible at doing all the back end stuff too. Like, he's so good. No, I've talked about this already. Look, man, I'm so fucking lucky. I'm super lucky that I got to meet those guys and got to hang out with those guys and kind of like force myself into their situation completely because I was oblivious to what was going on. So that's but aside from everything else, like aside from all the like plot lines that I'm trying to keep up with, like they're very good at, like, you know, not riding my ass, because they easily could. They could just be like, fuck are you doing? You don't do shit, you know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not pulling my weight roleplay wise, and it worries me a little bit. They're used to playing with Lyric, honestly. Yeah, I think that's probably why they're so good at like dealing with variety streamers that are genuinely invested and interested in playing, and like putting a role for them, like fitting them into a role in their universe, which is why I'm say like which is why I say I'm like very lucky. Buddha's starting to feel that way because you don't ever go to work at the Rooster. No, he's not starting to feel that way, by the way. Like, that's not real. He, like, we still have, like, you know, OOC conversations in real life, right? Like, that's just, he's just role playing, chat. Jesus Christ. My thing is like, you need the guys to check out the HasanAbi gaming channel. They've edited videos of the story so far. Yeah. If you want to keep up to date with what the fuck's going on, like the HasanAbi Gaming channel has a pretty solid recap of events. Or maybe play a different game for a day, changing it up to something to help keeping it fresh. Exactly, they made you the kind of dumb absent owner purposely. Well, I also wanna it is really fun to run the restaurant, which is what I want to do, especially because I want to fucking hang out with the nerds more too. But anyway, they're both in character, they're great, and out of character, they're awesome too. Like the way that I think if it's Donnie that you're kind of just following on, Donnie comes off as smart in certain things but oblivious to others. Yeah. Did you hit 500K on YouTube? I did. I did. The nerd storyline is confusing, to be honest. What do you mean? Don's the real boss? Yeah, no, I love that. I love that, like, I love that my role as a boss, as an owner, is so good because it's so fucking real. Like, it's literally it's just too real. It's like, you know, when cops play like aggro cop characters and you're like, that's like super real RP. Okay, that's like NA cops Omega lol. It's me playing the actual boss whenever they're like, hey, how do you fucking cook something? Come on, go train the staff. And I'm like, I don't know. Don is smart but naive. He's a good guy. So much RP talking RP, it's overwhelming. I wish I knew how to tune in. I knew when to tune in to miss it. I've turned from a 2-year politics frog to a total RP frog. I love it so much. Yeah. Anyway, OC means out of character. Not that you should, but are you going to be live and watch Trump speak at the CPAC thing on Sunday? Are you out of your mind, dude? Of course I'm going to be live and watching. So yeah, I want to give you guys like a fucking... Dude, are you kidding me? Even if I'm not live, I will be watching live, okay? But I'll probably be live and watching. So... I miss him so much, dude. Are you kidding me? His dumper, dude. His sass. Everybody. I think it's going to be boring, though. Like, I low-key think it's going to be boring. I think he's going to, like... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I just think he's going to not be fucking, like, with it. $15 minimum wage will kill many small businesses. Terrible idea. Ha, lol. You claim to say that, yet here at the Rooster's Rest, we pay $15 minimum wage and everything is fine. Owned. I'm a small business owner now, so you can suck my dick. Okay, let's... I fucking forgot to tweet that I'm live. Daycare is open! Talking $15 minimum wage. Talking about the Twitch anti-union ads that were pulled. Twitch is fucking quick as shit about that, by the way. They do some shit, they get caught immediately. They're like, oops, sorry, we didn't know that what was going on. Like, they did that with the US military stuff. Like, as soon as something happens, they're like, oops, sorry, boom, and they pull it off. Not to derail too much, but check out the CPAC agenda and the entire thing will be a meme. I mean, dude, of course. Of course. Finally, some good fucking conservative content, dude. I miss it. Like, I miss conservatives being fucking shitheads. Like, if I have to cover Marjorie Taylor Greene being a fucking transphobe one more time, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, dude. She's so bad. She's so fucking played out. Like, I want new and unique and compelling characters. I want new RP to unlock for the conservative movement. I want new metas. Okay, I'm sick and tired of the old fucking meta of like Yoga Mom who fucked who fucking cheated on her husband with like a Marxist gym leader or some shit. What, gym leader? Like he's a fucking Pokemon player. Some fucking yoga mom or CrossFit mom, like cheating on her fucking husband and becoming like a conservative failed daughter. Like, I don't want that shit, okay? I want some fucking rares, dude. We have too many comments. That's why I said, by the way, new and unique characters, but is excited about Trump. No, that's why I said I think Trump is going to be kind of boring too. Where are my new fucking Pokemons? Like, if the new Pokemons are going to be like Josh Hawley, that sucks. Because Josh Hawley is basically a guy who's trying to do a Trump, but his background is so far up the ass of like American elitist institutions that it's impossible for him to come across as like a genuine person. You know what I mean? So that sucks. Like, I want more, what's that fucking Louisiana sheriff that we watch from time to time? Like, we need more rares like that, okay? What's his fucking name? He's not a sheriff anymore. He's now a congressperson. No. Yeah, Clay Higgins. Hey, how you doing? I'm Clay Higgins. If you're a criminal, you're gonna meet me and my gun. That guy. Like, he's great. Fucking awesome. The Holocaust was terrible, which is why we need to defend our DHS. Fucking. I came out here to the Holocaust Museum so that I could tell you about the most important thing, which is making sure that we fund our DHS. I know he's not like, he's Cajun, but I can't do the Cajun, so I have to do. Did he actually say that? The video is worse than the way I'm describing it. Okay? Like, if you watch the entire 5-minute video that he shot with his fucking phone camera, that is like literally right on his chin, you will recognize that it's actually worse because it's like Windows Movie Maker. It's like a Windows Movie Maker video that he shot. The camera angles are fucking terrible. And also on top of that, it's like super dramatic. What he's showing is like really, really, really horrible things that human beings have done to one another, right? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be filming in there. And then it's all created so that, so that he delivers you the climax, which is, we need to fund our DHS. Like the big reveal after showing you like 3 minutes of like, gas chambers and shit like that. Clay Higgins is not a Cajun name. Fuck that guy. No, he doesn't have like a full Cajun accent anyway. He has like kind of a Cajun accent. Like he has a little twang, but it's more Southern than Cajun. Like he don't talk like this, like that's not how he talks. I mean, I think that's how like you can do Cajun. Oui, clip, that's French. I didn't do French. No, I was talking now Cajun now. That's offensive. Okay, first of all, people who are saying like that's French, it has to have like a French influence, so shut the fuck up. Okay, so you're wrong about that. And that's how like Matt Christman does the fucking accent, but that's not how it is. Creole it literally means part French. Yeah, French is when you don't speak it through your nostrils. Lip screeching about it being offensive. No, I don't think anyone thinks it's like actually fucking offensive. Anyway, sorry, you can't make fun of XQC. No, I make fun of I can't make fun of XQC's French because I don't know fucking French. Hold on. Daycare's open, talking about the Twitch anti-unions that were pulled. $15 minimum wage. And more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Okay. You know, I was looking at LSF earlier this morning. I was looking at LSF early this morning, and it was mind-boggling to me that L motherfucking S motherfucking F was having the most like woke takes on unionization and how like, I mean, it was like, I don't know if it's my chat or not. Like it was just insane that we talked about this story already. Let's just get started with that actually. Let's get started with that immediately. Look at this. 9,000 upvotes. Twitch is reportedly running anti-union Amazon ads targeting Alabama. Okay. So we watched this yesterday, but we'll rewatch it. We'll give it a quick rewatch. And, you know, I covered this extensively yesterday. But there's already been a here, let's just watch.
Have a great leadership. We really don't need anyone coming in and telling us what they want to give us, because basically we have everything we need here. Always want it to work for Amazon. This is the only place I've seen that have benefits from day one.
With the trap.
There's no waiting
with the trap.
period.
With the trap music.
You got chances to advance.
Vote no for the union.
I will vote no.
It's not needed.
Yeah.
Vote no, we can do it without the dues.
Yeah. Fuck labor
Me at the
unions.
Birmingham.
Okay, so yeah. People were saying that like she seemed like she had a gun to her head, like an ISIS video. The irony is the gun to her head is not literally a gun to her head, but it's called the violence of structural poverty. The structural violence of poverty, sorry. And the fear that if she fucking, loses her job, she's, fucked. She's not going to be able to put a roof over her head. So that is part of the reason why she's terrified. Okay. But she might also be totally anti-union. A lot of people in America are, because of these sorts of ad campaigns and because of how much anti-union rhetoric has been successful, as the business owners have successfully destroyed labor power regardless. Anyway, maybe she's a manager. No.
Team.
There's another one.
Rep in Los Angeles.
And these were the ads they were running on Twitch in Alabama, urging their workers in Bessemer not to vote for the union. They even also, on top of that, they went in, New York Times and all these other places. This is pretty basic stuff. There's some not so basic stuff that Amazon also did where they went far and beyond. A lot of times you don't actually have to say, you literally play 1 second of the video after saying you'd play it. What? It's time to raise the federal minimum wage. Actually, it's past time. Well, Amazon can get away with writing this, taking an ad like this in the newspaper because Bernie Sanders' relentless pressure campaign ended up actually forcing Amazon's hand into fucking raising their wages to $15 an hour. So because of that, they can now get away with acting like they are on board or have been on board with the minimum wage being $15 an hour from the jump when they clearly weren't. Okay, because the reality is business owners are never going to, out of the kindness of their own hearts, magnanimously decide to give you more of the profits that you generate for them. I'm sorry, that's the reality. Which is why I always say, look, unions might not be perfect, but it's fair. Having one way to actually have more of a say at the table for all of the workers is an incredibly fair thing to do. It is the first stage, okay, of democratizing the workplace. It is the first stage. It's not even, it's the entry point, okay? It should be without question that this is how things are run. And yet here in America, this in and of itself is considered to be a radical take. So the anti-union conversations are always the same. It's literally such an easy concept. Don't want a union, treat your employees extremely well, and they don't want to unionize. No, employees that are treated well still might want to unionize ultimately. I mean, I guess the example of that is Starbucks, right? Starbucks is like one of the places where it's probably a little bit harder to unionize because of the amenities adjusted to the rest of the marketplace. Starbucks' jobs are very competitive. Costco as well are very competitive because they do a really good job of offering more amenities, more benefits, better wages than anyone else in the field. But you should still want to unionize regardless, because the whole point should be fairness. Okay? The whole point should be fairness. And what I mean by that is you should be able to have a way, a method for the workers to say, no, I certainly do not want this. We want extra benefits. You know what I mean? Like, because usually most companies are not going to give that to you. Or who knows what they'll take away from you later down the line. And the only way to demonstrate that power is by working together as workers, given the current way that profit is distributed in most companies. Anyway, for sure should unionize no matter what. Was just saying, if you want at least a chance you're likely to unionize is to treat them really well. Yeah. Agree with the general take on unions being important in terms of having a seat at the bargaining table. How do you balance that with the con side of this, like the power of police unions have, and that getting in the way of change? So the problem there is police unions don't operate like regular unions. So regular unions are working against the interests of business owners. Police unions are not. And the reason why police unions are not is because police unions operate at the interest of capital. Because the police are a line of defense, a last line of defense rather, from that prevents a working class uprising. And historically, this has been the case, and it certainly is still the case now. If you started seeing some labor militancy when unions started acting out and maybe disrupting the workflow and like preventing scabs from crossing the picket line and shit, cops would come in very quickly and beat the fuck out of them. Well, the reason why you don't see that too often is because we don't have that kind of activity anymore, because unions have been effectively dismantled and neutered, right? But they used to do that all the fucking time, and they still do, and they still would do that if it was necessary. So cops can have a powerful union because they do not go against the interests of capital owners. As a matter of fact, they're necessary. Right? Does this mean that the police unions are kind of de facto unionization for the capital owners? Somewhat. It seems like there's a difference between public sector unions, often bad, and private sector unions. No. Public sector unions they historically have a bad rap. And I'm not comparing what police does to what teachers do, okay? That's not happening. He's talking about people that are talking about union people protecting people who are incompetent at their jobs and face no accountability of being fired because of union power. Yeah, the difference is like if police were bad at their job, right? In the same way that a fucking fry cook is bad at their job, then they would be not catching criminals or some shit. When police are actually acting out in an aggressive capacity, what the power that the government has granted them, they're being OP at their job. They're doing too good at their job when they fucking kill someone. Do you understand? That's the main difference between a teacher being bad at their job and a fucking cop being bad at their job. It depends on what you think a police force's job actually is. Because in theory, they're supposed to be public servants. Are you going to stop running ads now? No, but I will ban you because, that kind of idiotic take is specifically to, specifically start drama so you can go clip it in your fucking favorite subreddit to be like, Hasan talking about unions and talking out against Amazon and then running ads. Like, no, yeah. Of course I'm going to keep fucking running ads, idiot. Dumbass. As a union journeyman with IATSA Local 122 San Diego, thank you for taking a positive stance on the issue. Union dues are nothing compared to the wage increase and benefits you receive. No, absolutely. Union wages or union dues are for your benefit. Okay, it's not like fucking union dues are, Jimmy Hoffa era, like padding the pockets of like mobsters or whatever the fuck people are saying. And there's still a little bit of corruption within the union system as well. I've talked plenty about my personal criticisms of like the way that unions operate in America. But having said that, union dues are for you. Why are they for you? Well, when you need to strike, that's how you fund a strike fund. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you need to demonstrate, the only way that you can show your power to your bosses is by work stoppages, okay? When you want to demonstrate your true worth to your bosses, because there is no value without labor, okay? Without you and other workers, it's just an empty factory, right? You can't throw additional capital on top of the problem and expect the capital that you already have to magically turn into a product or a commodity or a good or a service that other people want to buy, right? So the only way to show that to your bosses is by work stoppages, and that is a hard process. Like, when you're doing that, you're not getting paid. When you're doing that, you need to make sure that you have your health care protected. Make sure that if something bad happens, if you lose your fucking job, then or your union fights for you, basically to ensure that that does not happen. There's certain laws to prevent that as well, even though those laws have been rewritten a million times over. Okay? So your dues help you. It's called scalpers? No, they're called rats or scabs. Scalpers are people who buy, like, people who add on an additional, they're like a middleman that buys all this shit. 100%. My dad printed papers. The foreman would always look at him cross when he's relaxing. He always said, when the presses are running, you're getting paid. That means I'm not working. You want to pay me to play cards in the long run. Anyway, so Amazon ran a couple of these ads. They had these ads all over. Obviously, it's not just about, like, when a megacorp like Amazon runs these anti-union ads, by the way, it's not specifically about the ongoing struggle in Bessemer, right? It's not about just Alabama. It's actually way larger than that. They are trying to create hostility against unionization across the country and in general, okay? That's the whole point. And a lot of these people, forcing people into unions is bad. Forcing people to pay for these forced unions are bad. That's typical. The only criticism I hear about unions from normal people. I don't know why Amazon isn't going with that angle. Instead, they made an ad said that employment at Amazon is perfect. That isn't fooling anyone. Yeah, forcing people into unions are not bad. And also, forcing people to pay for those unions are not bad either, because it's better for them in the long run. It's like saying you're forcing me into citizenship in the United States of America because I was born here. Okay, there's certain things you can't fucking do, and there's certain things you can do when you become an American citizen. All right, complaining about it is fucking idiotic, especially because ultimately it literally works in your fucking favor. It's there to protect you. But American individualism is so deeply ingrained in the back of everyone's minds that, like, they cannot fucking comprehend it. It's like saying, it's like being born in the UK and saying, you're forcing me to getting the NHS. You're forcing me into the NHS. Why are you doing this? I do not consent to a nationalized healthcare system. I would rather pay, exorbitant fees and not get healthcare coverage like the fucking truly free American morons do over across the pond. Okay? That's what you're basically stating when you say, like, oh, well, you can't fucking force me into paying into a union. Anyway, speaking of ads and on Amazon, once again, it's top of the fucking hour every hour. It's time for a 60-second ad break, boys. A contractual obligation that I need to abide by. Okay? So here's your first of the day. If you no longer want to see these ads, you can subscribe. You can do it for $5, or you can do it for free with a Twitch Prime that you probably already have, or your mother has, or your fucking wife has, or your wife's boyfriend has. You can take your wife's boyfriend's Twitch Prime and subscribe to me, especially if he hates me. That's one way to, fuck over your wife's boyfriend. But here's the irony. Here's a fucking top of the hour, every hour, 60-second ad break right now. Voters of both parties support wage increases, blah, blah, blah. Like they're positioning themselves as though they're for a $15 minimum wage because they already had to increase their wage to $15 minimum wage. Running a, corporate PR strategy of trying to make themselves look great. This way, a really decent way, a really solid way that Amazon makes it seem as though, and other companies do this as well, a really solid way that Amazon and other companies try to tell you to not unionize, and there is a multi-million-dollar industry that revolves around union busting, obviously, is by making it seem like the union is an outside source. Like the union is like Amazon itself is a fucking family. Thank you, Culture Visual, for the 10 tier 1 gift subs. That there's a family, and you're a part of a family when you work at Amazon. But the union is actually outside of that family. It's like, well, the union is literally you and your fucking workers. So no, the union is not outside of that family. The union is comprised of the members of that fucking family, if it is a family to begin with. How do you feel about the fact that you're working on a platform owned by a company that makes its lowest paid workers have to pee in water bottles to make their metrics not get fired? Actually disgusting. I feel about it in the exact same way that everyone fucking feels about it. There's not a single company on this fucking planet that actually does not in some way touch unethical, insanely unethical labor practices. So it's something that you and myself and every single person on the fucking planet straight up avoid thinking about all the time. It's kind of like this. You have the capacity to hear a lot of sounds, right? Throughout the day. Right now, I can hear cars in the background if I wanted to, but I shut it off when I'm focusing, okay? You shut off all the noise because you would go fucking crazy if you hyper-focused on every single noise that is around, right? It's similar to this, where so much horrible shit is occurring for the world to continue operating in the way that it does, and we, even those who are aware of it, will oftentimes tune it out so that you can operate regularly. It's like thinking about how the fucking world is constantly moving, right? You never think about it. You never comprehend it. You never should think about it because it would disrupt your daily process of survival. Anyway. Like how Pokimane ignores my donations. Feels bad, man. Bisexual pride, husband's boyfriend. I just accidentally pasted that into a work document. Good job. Anyway. So. Twitch is owned by Amazon, but they immediately removed the anti-union ads. I covered the story yesterday, and then it went on fucking LSF, and Slasher reached out for a quote, and boom, immediately the PR person was like, nope, we're not doing it. We've removed them. Let's see what they had to say. The ads showed Amazon employees talking about blah, 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 blah. The ads were the latest entry in the long campaign aimed at disrupting organization efforts. We already talked about that. Where the fuck is the tweet from Slasher? Hold on. Twitch not even fucking around with themselves? Yeah. Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, what is the best Turkish food you can get us in the US? I want to try it. Monta is always the best. Why are we getting a defense company to make our mail trucks? Okay, whenever I talk to my mom about unions, her answer is they're corrupt. And it's her personal experience with teachers' unions. I don't know how to convince her otherwise. You have to tell your mom that if corruption is a staple, if corruption is a constant, then you would rather have an institution or an entity or an organization be corrupt, but still accountable to the largest number of people. It is somewhat of a utilitarian argument for unions, okay? Because if corruption is a constant, because your boss is fucking corrupt, but you expect your bosses to be corrupt. You get what I'm saying? But you don't expect the union to be corrupt, so it sticks out more. So you're like, what the fuck? This union is fucking corrupt. Well, your boss, you literally expect your fucking company to fuck you over. You know what I mean? So if corruption is a constant, wouldn't you rather have someone on your side that still gets you 10% higher wages on average, according to at least the Labor Bureau statistics? And this is historically constant and also the same all around the world. I mean, think about every Nordic country that we salivate over, or all of these European social democracies that we salivate over. The backbone, the main reason why they are so, the main reason why their workers are in better conditions overall. Sorry, I'm like getting some other shit in the background. I can't fucking focus. Anyway, the reason why they have like a better workplace safety nets and all this shit is because they have unions. That's it. Anyway, Twitch, of course, said they removed these ads from the platform. Twitch does not allow political advertising, and these ads should never have been allowed to run on a service company, spokesperson tells me. Twitch has removed the ads due to the community bringing light to the situation. Twitch's full statement below. Good work, everyone. We have removed these ads and are evaluating our review process to ensure that similar content does not run in the future. We are grateful to our community for bringing this to our attention. And by the way, the irony there is this is NoPixel. The fuck am I saying? This is LSF. Like, it's not even a fucking meme. This is literally LSF, like, playing a role here. So, good job. And I was looking through the comments, and it actually shocked me to see so many people that were, like, I don't know, talking about unions in a positive way, and you know, actually describing the necessity for unions. Like, it was mind-boggling. I'm happy with all of these people, except for this guy, of course. You gotta love the irony, hypocrisy, pro-labor, anti-capitalist Hasan smashing his ad button religiously on the hour, serving this ad to his viewers. If there was any ad that could cause him to stop serving ads to trigger work stoppage, you'd figure it would be this. He's contractually obligated to collect this money to run ads. Okay, he said he's Okay, so if Amazon workers were contractually obligated not to organize, you'd be fine with that? Okay, why did I do this and then click controversial? Okay, so... Oh, God. Why did I do that? I was just like, oh, LSF is actually saying a lot of great things. Like, you want to know the mind of a fucking dumbass Redditor? It's literally illegal to do this, okay? Like, there is a reason why this is fucking illegal, first of all. Not only is it immoral, but it's also fucking illegal, all right? If your workplace ever fucking tells you that, you can report them, and they will get fined, for the record, or they will get sued. Now you have to address it, Sag? No, the only thing I was going to address here is that he likes to point out that only 11% of the American workforce is unionized, but how come he never suggests the other 89% is simply contractually obligated not to organize? Wait, what? Okay. This is a... I'm just going to fucking use with surgical precision, explain to you why you should never be this person, okay? What we are seeing is a demonstration of the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? Someone who thinks that they are a lot smarter than they actually are. They're completely wrong. They clearly have watched enough of they've clearly hate watched enough of my fucking content. And so they have like somewhat of an understanding. And yet they still think that they are super smart. And they've written an entire paragraph to just look like a fucking dumbass. They're simply contractually obligated not to organize. Like, every part of this statement is literally fucking incorrect. Don't be this person. Don't be this person because you don't want to fucking write an entire paragraph when you're wrong, okay? And you just don't want to write an entire paragraph on Reddit to begin with, okay? You've already lost when you do that. Bana bir kahve verir misin? Kaldı mı başka kahve? Cold brew yok değil mi? O zaman bir tane cold brew verir misin? Önemli değil. Anyway, either smash the app button once an hour or Twitch smashes him for it automatically in the middle of his content. There's no third option. Yeah, exactly. This is so fucking dumb. Anyway. If this is true, Hasan stream will be interesting. Oh, Hasan is going to have a field day with this. Guys, I already talked about this. People are not even fucking aware of this, but like, I covered this yesterday. Holy shit. Anyway. Not sure if this is just my own experience, but I feel like discourse during COVID and with the GSE stuff has been a lot around income inequality and class struggles. To some degree, yeah. How come you haven't gotten your vaccine? Because I'm a healthy 29-year-old and like literally I'm in the bottom of the vaccination list. I'm literally at the bottom of the vaccination list, like right behind like, you know, people that are younger than me. Oh, unless you were saying, unless you were trying to say I'm old, in which case you're fun. That was funny. My bad. I didn't even understand it. Anyway. It's pretty good. Other than like the idiotic takes, it's pretty good. Except for socialism hater who says, who cares? How many channel points we putting on the thread being locked? Damn, Moscow's fives team making moves from esports. Apologies to this. Portugal news about healthcare workers union pay similar to what's going on. Socialism hater 69 is, he says, who cares? What you drinking, bro? Cold brew coffee. These Redditor types are just like anti-union software engineers who think a union will prevent them from becoming Elon Musk while putting in 100-hour work weeks. Yeah. What about the argument that unions cause jobs to be shipped overseas? Yeah, that's a fucking idiotic argument because jobs have been shipping overseas despite the fact that the rate of unionization has been on a steep decline. As a matter of fact, jobs shipped overseas since the rate of unionization started dropping. So the fuck does that mean then? Why is the rate of unionization dropping in this country and yet jobs are still shipping overseas? I wonder what that could be. I wonder why that is happening. Oh, maybe because the government is not doing anything about it. It's free market. Anyway. For a couple of people confused about this, yes, Twitch is subsidiary of Amazon.com Inc. is of course anti-union. What's union for someone who's not following U.S. news like me, please? The fuck does this guy not know what a union is and says like, I hope disgusting emotions like this will have an opposite effect. Good luck streamers if y'all ever try to unionize over against Twitch. What a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. It's pretty good. Unions protect the shittiest workers just the same as the hardest workers. Enjoy working twice as hard as Bob, but get nothing as a return, as most promotions or raises are seniority based. So enjoy Bob also being your new boss because he was hired 2 weeks before you. Again, meritocracy is a fucking lie. Okay, the reason most people here are pro-union is because they've been told to be pro-union is unions donate a disproportionately massive amount to Democrat political campaigns. Ah! Ah! Okay. I said this yesterday, and I'll repeat it again. ANCAPs, you know who's going to be your fucking dad's owner? Okay? ANCAPs, in an anarcho-capitalist society, in a society where fucking there is no restrictions whatsoever, you and your fucking Reddit shitlord friends that sit in a Discord all day to come up, like, conjure new paragraphs that you could write on fucking subreddit so you could get some fucking gold, okay? And your unhealthy tendies diet being completely facilitated and supported by your fucking mom and dad, your entire family is going to be enslaved. You're not going to be the factory owner, okay? There is no gold for you. There is no actual gold for you in an ANCAP society. There's no actual gold for you without workplace protections. You are Bob. You are the shitty worker, you fucking dumbass. And even if you are a shitty worker, if you are lazy, you should still be protected, okay? You should still have basic amenities, and your workplace should still offer you a larger percentage of the profits, because ultimately you are going to be generating more profits than you take from the company no matter what, okay? But ultimately, if you believe that you are going to be the hard worker or whatever because you're fucking writing all these long-ass fucking paragraphs and shit, I have another reality for you. Look at me. I am a fucking moronic himbo, okay? If you say nepotism allowed me to get to the place that I got to, well, guess what? Then you're acknowledging that meritocracy is a fucking lie, okay? And people like me, and even people that you hate more than me somehow, are going to be your fucking daddy. And they're going to literally, physically own you with contracts, okay? As they already do. Someone significantly worse than me, that is an even bigger fucking asshole than myself, that doesn't want to give you fucking healthcare, is already your daddy's daddy, okay? So stop fucking freaking out about dumbass shit and theoretical positions that you read on some fucking subreddit that you are regurgitating without even thinking about it for a brief moment, and recognize the reality that you exist under. Else have kind of woke today before the stunlock. I mean, I am looking at like terrible. I am looking at like all the bad comments currently. I mean, I looked at controversial on purpose. I sorted by controversial to see the idiotic shit. But see, all the fucking dumbass shit's like heavily downvoted. Actually, that wasn't even dumb. Okay, we're done. So yeah, that was LSF that actually had a decent take for the entire union stuff, which was pretty fucking good. It's surprising to see. It made me very happy. People are mad over a potato's gender. Mark Dice, dude. Mark Dice. It's time for the Republican states to secede. Why? Because Mr. Potato Head is no longer a Mr. Hasbro, the company that makes the potato-shaped plastic toys, giving the Spud a gender-neutral new name, Potato Head. The change will appear on boxes this year. Like, I'm sorry, but we saw, look, no disrespect to the Texans, but like we saw how Texas was doing on its own when the temperatures dropped below 32 degrees, okay? Like, you're not fucking seceding, dumbass, and no one is, okay? Like, there's no such thing. Like, we are, this entire system works because we work with one another. It's so stupid that these like hyper individualist morons constantly overlook the fact that like collectivism plays a significant role, and we would not be where we're at if we did not collaborate with one another. Please. Mark Dice, dude. Gender neutral potato toy. That's it. I'm fucking out, dude. I'm fucking out, dude. That's it. That's the final straw for me. You know, Civil War II electric boogaloo starts. Civil War I, obviously over states' rights to own slaves, right? To maintain their rights to own slaves. Civil War II, Potato Man was gender neutral. And that was the final fucking straw, dude. That was it. That was it. You take my rights away. I can no longer say the N-word in public without, you know, getting scrutiny. I can't sexually harass my female coworkers without getting fired. But god damn it, you know, I didn't speak out on any of that shit, but Mr. Potato Head turning into Potato Head? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? When they took that Mr. away, that was it, dude. Time to fucking arm ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It's time to fucking push back. Barbie must be renamed something more gender neutral. This is imperative. I can't believe AP dead named Potato Head. Oh, that's pretty good. See? That's actually a funny joke. That is a funny joke because you are well versed on the issue that you are speaking about. So you didn't run to the fucking age-old like attack helicopter joke, okay? That's actually funny in comparison to the classic like, I cannot believe that Barbie needs to be gender neutral. Attack helicopter, attack helicopter. For the people who say you can't make fucking funny trans jokes, well, there it is. Oh. Tell that to our boy Dave Chappelle. I wish. I'm glad you were finally covering this blatant misandry. Oh my god. We're gonna have the fucking MRA turn into... I mean, they're already like pretty fucking anti-trans usually. But the MRA are gonna be like... the MRA are gonna align with the TERFs to say like... Trans people are taking our maleness away. Azan, if you take Mr. Potato Head's pieces and put it on Mrs. Potato Head, do you get cross-dressing Mr. Potato Head or a Mrs. Potato Head? Yeah. Having fun in chat, making jokes about trans issues, laughing and enjoying yourself. Hasan canceled. Yeah. Wait, did he actually Oh my god. Oh my god, he's still fucking tweeting about this. Bigotry annihilated. Now any child of any gender can look to a potato head and dream of growing up to be a plastic spheroid with interchangeable parts. Mrs. Potato Head has also been killed off. She will be replaced by an asexual can of Pringles. Society is not truly free or safe until all potato heads can use the planter of their choice. I can't wait for when they release a Barbie doll with a penis. It's going to be huge. No pun intended. Fucking, whoa, dude, they're fucking so good. They're so good. This is why I think conservatives should be jailed, okay? Like, just in general. Just go to jail, dude. Like, it just... Like, if this is your humor, just fuck off, okay? Just lock them up. Yeah, you see this. You see this, as someone pointed out in the chat. You see this and you recognize exactly why someone like Ben Shapiro could not make it in fucking Hollywood. So he decided to like shit on Hollywood. It's just like I wish like he's just physically incapable of making a joke. Like it's so bad. Just move them all to Florida, dude. Especially because this is like especially because this entire fucking take is basically it's basically like, I'm not mad. I'm actually not mad. I'm so not mad. I'm so not mad about a potato head. I'm just like making jokes about it. But like he's gonna do like a 25-minute rant about it. You know what I mean? Corporate woke culture, hypothetically, is actually ruining America. The Western civilizations have been taken down by these cultural Marxists inside of corporate boardrooms. The good moment to play the video of 12-year-old Shapiro playing violin for Hollywood and Larry King. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's always been a fucking Hollywood elite who wanted to be in Hollywood and wrote a movie that got owned in the marketplace. I wanted to be Mr. Potato Head when I was growing up. A Barbie doll with a dig would be actually pretty fucking poggers. No. They don't have any fucking parts, dude. The Ken doll doesn't have... The irony is, like, the Ken doll, it's a fucking child, okay? Like, it's a child's toy. They historically have never had fucking genitals. Not even the Irish were mauling this much over potatoes. They're all straight up... I wanted to watch Doom Patrol until I found out his sister was in the show and just as terrible. Wait, what? You ever hate yourself and knowing every detail about people like Ben's life? Not really. Potato Head was fun because we could Picasso them. Like, I don't see the issue. A 4-year-old just sees them as a sweet DIY puzzle. You could pop on eyes and feed his eyes. I don't think I've ever fucked around with Potato Head. Some kid at my school tried to break the rules and sneakily make a pro-life conservatism club. That shit got shut down. Conservative sharing when they realized they were conservative. When I first shot a gun at the age of 10 and I loved it, and my dad told me liberals hate these, so I said I'll be the opposite of that. When I started hating minorities for no good reason. What the fuck, dude? It sounds like you're a Democrat. Yeah, Democrats hate minorities. Strategies to Twitter SJW NPCs mock them relentlessly. SJWs have no joy and thus no sense of humor. Call them Todd no matter what their name is. They're all clones anyway, and it will vex them. Every SJW tweet you see, reply with a GIF that triggers them, like this. The GIF is your weapon against SJWs. This GIF is now your banner. It is SJW Bane, like a cross against vampires, which SJWs are. Leech is trying to suck the life out of our culture and sap our freedom. Use this GIF to drive them insane. It epitomizes everything they despise. Doomcock's SJW rule. Any movie, show, or song that SJWs want to cancel or is worth watching. So if you're out of ideas for fun things to watch, research what these joyless fucks hate and enjoy. Boner Hitler says, please don't post the dancing big titty woman at me. I fear I won't be able to recover. Yeah, actually, he's right. I look up big titty woman every night before I go to sleep to trigger myself. I get so triggered that once I get so triggered that once I finally climax, I am unable to stay awake because of how triggered I am by the dancing, jiggling boobs. I hate booba. Please, no flashing booba at me. My dad knew the real Ken and Barbie when he was in high school. The toys were named after the Mattel owner's kids. Ken later turned out to be gay. Anyway, now that the SJWs have been fucking owned, or rather, sorry, the conservatives have been fucking owned because Mr. Potato Head has gone gender neutral. Many toy makers have been updating their classic brands in recent years, hoping to relate to today's kids and reflect more modern families. It's a potato, said Ali Murzajewski, editor-in-chief of the toy review site The Toy Insider. But kids like to see themselves in the toys that they're playing with. This is like, yo, this is like the perfect counter. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's so fun. You know, people are fucking like losing their minds. They're like, we need to secede. And you just go, it's a potato. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, Jesus Christ. The best part is the potato thing is just market efficiency. Conservatives should love this. I mean, like, they're doing this not because they're fucking personally woke and they think that, like, this is going to genuinely, I don't know, improve the lives of, like, trans kids or some shit. I mean, it might have, like, a marginal benefit, ultimately, right? In trans kids, like, recognizing they're trans, right? Which is part of the reason why conservatives are making a bigger deal out of this than they should be. But ultimately, the only reason why they're doing it is not from the kindness of their heart, but because they think, like, this will play well with the audiences that purchase their fucking potatoes for their kids. Okay, the liberals, the liberal consumers. And it will create a fuckload of additional branding for them, okay? It associates the company culture with the good feelings that you feel when you think about representation and how that's a good thing. And you're actually doing conscious and ethical capitalism. Your consumption is now more conscious. Your consumption is more ethical. Ultimately, it's still fucking plastic shit that they sucked out of the earth. And also on top of that, they probably made it in some fucking factory in Indonesia. So I thought conservatives love Hasbro because they make Barbie toys showing women in kitchens and other sexist stereotypes. Greg W. Canceling Toy Story now unless they unless they edit it to change their name. Like, no one was saying Mr. Potato Head needs to be Potato Head going forward. Hasbro decided to do it on their own. Do you understand? And the reason why they decided to do it on their own, but you were pissing off the transphobic customer, which could lead to money being lost. Isn't that stupid from an economical standpoint? No, because the transphobic customer, they think about it already. Like, if for every transphobic customer that says we're never buying potato heads or whatever the fuck, there's going to be like 3 liberals who are like, oh no, this is great. Especially because you are increasing the brand. It's like you're increasing the brand reach of the potato. Now people are talking about it left and right. Do you understand? No one was buying the potato, and now they're fucking buying the potato. They're thinking about the potato, and they're buying the potato. What's next? You're gonna tell me that Big Bird won't be masculine role model with a thick, big cock? Yeah. Isn't this just a publicity stunt though? Who's buying Mr. Potato's heads for this kids now? What? It is a publicity stunt. It's literally the fucking idea that there's no such thing as bad publicity. Okay? There's no such thing as like bad press. That's what this is. Why do you think companies do this all the time? They don't give a fuck about like actual trans issues and shit, just like they don't give a fuck about like Walmart doesn't legitimately care about black lives, guys. Okay, I'm sorry to rip that band-aid off. Okay, but like when Walmart throws up a black fist and says Black Lives Matter, like that's not because they genuinely care. It's because it's good for them to do that. It's because it's not all that controversial for them to be able to say that, and also on top of that, they're still going to keep funding police departments anyway. Shout out to everyone who fought against community advocates who demanded these resources go to investments like school counseling. Instead, now robotic surveillance ground drones are being deployed for testing on low-income communities of color with under-resourced schools. Pog. Please ask yourself, when was the last time you saw next generation world-class technology for education, healthcare, housing, etc. consistently prioritized for underserved communities like this? PSA, if you or someone nearby are being brutalized by a police spa robot and can get a hand or something underneath, grab this handle and yank it forward. This releases the battery, instantly disabling the robot. Keep your hands away from joints. Spot will crush your fingers. It's pretty easy. Yep, servo motors don't fuck around. I thought Spot was mad cute though. No. Guys, I literally told you that this shit was not going to... Hey, get ready for more Spots inside of those Amazon facilities too. Okay? Like, get fucking ready. Is these dogs are going to be deployed to make sure that, like, you know, you're meeting your quota for the fucking hour. Oh, did you go pee and your pee break was 3.5 minutes long rather than the company allotted 3 minutes? Well, that's going to be reflected in your performance report at the end of the month. Okay? Seems like you're dicking around too much. That's what it is. There's going to be artificial intelligence that maximizes the efficiency of the production line. And this is going to constantly and consistently fucking monitor your actions. All of your work already is tracked. Yes, I know. All of your work is already tracked through an application on your phone. But beyond that, there will be areas that maybe you're fucking slacking off or some shit. And these robots are going to be there to figure that out. Pee break too long? Give me your fingers. They're getting pinched in the robot dog legs. No, they're not going to pounce on you. They're going to be used for surveillance. OTV is to blame. They bought the stupid robot dog and people liked it, so the police took advantage of that. They are accountable. I can't tell if you're like sometimes I can't tell if this is like genuine delusion. I can't tell sometimes if this is genuine delusion or if it's like a joke or not. It's probably a joke, but some people are so fucking crazy that like I don't know. How the fuck could that be genuine? Hawks complain about immigrants are taking over their jobs while there's robot cops, apparently. Yeah. Ben Shapiro is launching a new show. Ben Shapiro, the Daily Wire conservative commentator. Why it matters. Shapiro has a brand for himself. Details in the trailer of the new show seen by Axios. Shapiro says he will walk viewers through all the supporting research, debunk arguments made by the left, expose every fallacy the left throws at you. He will touch on a range of topics. Okay. Well, that's more content for me, baby. Let's go. The cop dog is fake. It wasn't from Boston Dynamics. Allegedly, an artist brought it and used and painted it to look like. Oh, shit. Today, we learned that an art group is planning a spectacle to draw attention to the provocative use of our industrial robot Spot. To be clear, we condemn the portrayal of our technology in any way that promotes violence, harm, or intimidation. Our mission is to create and deliver surprisingly capable robots that inspire, delight, and positively impact society. We take great care to make sure our customers intend to use the robot for legal uses. We cross-check every purchase request against the U.S. government's denied persons and entities list prior to authorizing a sale. I guess OTV was able to do that. The OC got baited. I can't wait for conservatives to fucking dunk on her for this. Well, I got baited too. Legal use of Spot? No, Spot is going to be used for surveillance within. I'm certain that Spot is going to be used for surveillance within a workplace. Provocative art can help push useful dialogue about the role of technology in our lives. This art, however, fundamentally misrepresents Spot and how it's being used to benefit our daily lives. Yeah, I mean, they've said that they don't want it being used for military and shit, but like, I don't believe that. I remember, you know, that if Boston Dynamics got a big fat military contract, they would put a machine gun on each of those legs. Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, I know for a fact that Boston Dynamics has come out in the past and spoke out against like military usage, but you know, it's probably not going to that's probably not going to stop them from taking on for specifically Spot, and also for the fucking the bipedal robot that they've made. They said that they do not intend to offer this up for military contracts. That doesn't mean they would never do that, by the way. They claim that their policies preclude its use to harm humans or animals and will stop updating Spot. Yeah, I'm sure that they won't be able to mod that, dude. Used for rescue purposes, Pepela. Yeah. Like when you're rescuing Afghanistan from the oppressive warlords, okay? What do you mean? I don't understand. Like when you're rescuing Iraq by forcibly implementing democracy, Brother, it's called rescuing a country from their natural resources that were causing them too much harm. After all, think about it. If they have too many natural resources, other world powers are going to want to come in and oppress them. You know, that's why we gotta rescue those natural resources by extracting it from the ground directly and do it ourselves. You know, that kind of fucking freedom. So South Korea is fighting Afghanistan. Guy, a South Korean company buying out Boston Dynamics so that they can get fat military contracts does not mean that it's like South Korea directly doing this or someone directly doing it. It just means that under capitalism, if companies can make money, and in America, the big contracts are still going to the military, they're going to do that. You have oh yeah, there's so much shit that I still was intending to watch. Okay, so raising the minimum wage, I want to briefly talk about that. Roger Marshall's argument for not raising the minimum wage is that he had a minimum wage job and it paid for his entire college tuition. Let's take a look at what he had to say. This is fucking epic, dude.
I worked with about 15 other high school classmates through high school and junior college with a great part-time job, and it was a great supplement to my income and helped me not have any debt when I finished college as well.
So this fucking dipshit says we shouldn't raise the minimum wage because he had a minimum wage job and it paid for his entire college tuition. Well, guess what? When he graduated Kansas State University, the tuition was $898 a year. Okay? It's now $10,000 a year. And the minimum wage back then was $3.35. It's now $7.25. Do you understand the increase in something that's a necessity for upward social mobility, like higher education, like a college education, has increased by fucking more than tenfold? Whereas minimum wage has increased by you know, basically twice. 2x versus 10x. Also, the $3.35 would make the, well, if it went up 10 times like the fucking tuition did, the minimum wage would be $33.50. But I think from when he was in fucking college, the minimum wage increase would be, if it increased appropriately, it would be what, like $27 or some shit. So this fucking asshole is literally talking about like how much he's basically flexing that he made $24 an hour with today's terms. Okay? With today's prices. He's making fucking $24 a fucking hour, dude. He's like, oh, well, I could survive. I mean, it frustrates me to no end. It frustrates me to no fucking end that you never adjust the productivity, you never adjust the inflation when you have these sorts of arguments, you never adjust the like cost of living overall, because and these moronic geriatrics are able to just like rely on the old anecdotal evidence they have from their days without adjusting it to the current expectations of living as a fucking young up-and-comer in today's civilization, okay? But the problem is, these motherfuckers now have power, okay? They have political power. It's not just your grandpappy telling you, like, don't buy the avocado toast. Your grandpappy is also fucking running the government and standing as a hurdle in front of minimum wage increasing. Somebody asked in his replies why he's making $144,000 as a senator instead of the $44K they made in 1977. How many of these Pepega actually believe it and how many are grifting? It's a healthy balance of both, okay? There's a bunch of people who legitimately believe this, who think that, well, in my experience, I was able to survive. Like, why the fuck can't kids these days survive? It's like, hey, dumbass. It's because you and others like you have eroded the social safety nets that made it so that we had this kind of protection that you fucking grew up with. Like people shitting on, people taking advantage of the GI Bill and then like shitting on free education. You know what I mean? Anyway. Except the difference is like, you know, these fucking idiotic boomers get to run the government. What was this one that you guys wanted?
Are now wanting to take that back so everyone can have the same crappy wage. So here's my question. Why aren't you supporting the working people of Iowa, and why haven't you done so since 1975?
Hey, DeFranco Games, thank you for the 20 gifted subs.
And why aren't you pushing for a living wage for workers, including the 80% that are service economy workers?
This is DeFranco Games.
When did I quit beating my wife?
You did?
He's asked.
Answer the question.
The Iowa.
Wow, that's a rare one. That's boys, that's called a cell phone. I know what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say there is like, this question is leading. Like, you are loading the premise, making it seem as though, you know, I just don't care about the working class. Like, when I stop caring about the working class. And it's kind of similar to asking a question like, when did you stop beating your wife? Because the implication there is that you were beating your wife and now you're stopping. But the way that his moronic, slushy, old man brain operates made it seem as though he actually was beating his wife. Very cool and very awesome. That's Phil's gaming account. Wait, really? Wait, he's been a sub for 4 months? That's sick. I had no idea. Got a few chuckles from the hogs. Yeah, some of the people were like, "Yeah, wait, what? Are you beating your wife?" This is great. Look at this.
When did I quit beating my wife?
You did?
Someone goes, "You did?" Oh, Jesus Christ, that's awesome, dude.
He's asked.
Answer the question.
The Iowa Republican.
It's so good. Okay, that's great. That's fucking great. Anyway, really cool way to defend not increasing the minimum wage is by telling them that you actually beat your wife. Or making it seem as though you're beating your wife still to this day and you have never stopped. Some say I've never stopped beating my wife. It's so good. These people are so stupid. I can't believe they fucking run this country, dude. It's so bad. It's called a diversion. Yeah, it's like pocket sand. Exactly. Anyway. Wait, is that taken out of context or something? What the fuck is that clip? He is trying to say that the question you're asking me is a loaded one, and it implies that I don't care about the working class, or I didn't care about the working class at some point. And it's similar to asking the question, when did you stop beating your wife? It's a classic thing like people like Jesse Lee Peterson do when they're engaging someone in a debate. But the way he dropped it, the way he fucking said it was so stupid that it made it seem like... The way he said it was so stupid that it kind of comes across as though he's like literally beating his wife. You know? This dude had like some better takes too. Republican Congresswoman continues to refuse to pronounce Vice President's name correctly in a bigoted rant. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, Lauren Boebert, give me some of that fucking good, dude. You little freak.
I assure you today that privacy is not the only right this so-called Equality Act, this Inequality Act. Like,
People try to fucking act so hard to make this dipshit back there that I can know. I immediately clocked by his fat nussy. Lindsey Graham is like a legitimate Republican. You know, he's one of the good ones or something. You know, like, oh, he was best friends with the Maverick, John McCain, whatever. But like, he's literally standing in front of two of the most unhinged psychopaths. Like, these guys are literally trying to one-up one another with like, who can be the most fucking deranged.
Act will take a blow at. As the mom of 4 boys, I am raising my boys to be men. And I'm darn proud of that. As a parent, I rely on friends, family, and faith
Wait, maybe that's not Lindsey Graham, actually.
to guide me in
Is it?
raising my children.
I don't think it is.
You
Never
know who
mind.
I don't need?
I fucked up the nussy, dude. I might be fucking up
Proud
on the
of
nussy.
that. As a parent, I rely on friends, family, and faith to guide me in raising my children. You know,
People like this run our country because people like you won't step up to the plate. Dude, people like me will never be able to run this. Me, myself, personally, will never be able to run this country. And the reason why I will never be able to run this country is because I don't have the fucking clean record that you need to have. The unrealistic clean profile that you need to fucking have. Look at what happened to Jank. Like, he ran and he got fucking owned into oblivion. That's it. They will always use your words against you. They will always use your words out of context and make you fucking seem like you're a white supremacist even. Like, that's the New York Times straight the fuck up called Jank a person who was in agreement with David Duke in a debate that he was having with David Duke. The difference is she has a party apparatus and a media apparatus, more importantly, that will defend her fucking insane takes. I do not. There is no Democratic Party coalition that is going to... There is no Democratic Party coalition that's going to be like, yeah, let's fucking back this this anti-capitalist leftist candidate that is running against a Democrat in a position of power. That's never going to happen. Because Democrats, establishment Democrats specifically, absolutely despise leftists because leftists make them look like hypocrites. They want to be able to constantly, when they get to power, constantly say, oh, we just simply can't fucking move forward with the things that with the values that we espouse. So when people start saying, no, you can't actually fucking move forward, you're lying. And a great example of this actually is currently happening, and it ties back to the $15 minimum wage argument with what's currently happening in the Senate. Okay? And I'm going to get to that in a brief moment. But the Democratic Party hates people that say, no, you're fucking wrong. You could actually override certain things and push for a more significant change.
who I don't need in helping me with my parental decisions? I do not need the help of the United States federal government. Congress is replacing mom and dad with bureaucrats. Under H.R. 5, parents who choose not to subject their child to puberty-blocking drugs, cross-sex hormones, they could have their children removed from their custody. Under this legislation, making that rational decision not to inject your child with these drugs and blockers, which can lead to brain damage, sterilization, and increased risk of cancer, is considered child abuse. Is that really where we've come to?
Wait, what?
Under this Democrat regime.
First of all, refusing a medical procedure that is necessary for your child's upbringing is still endangering your child. And yes, you could be subject to punishments or even having the government take your child away from you. Okay? That's one. Just because you disagree with the medical procedure does not fucking change the reality that it's still a medical fucking procedure. You can argue and say this medical procedure is crazy, blah, 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 or lie and make it seem like doctors are like, yeah, you need to make your son your daughter now. You need to do this forced feminization immediately because I'm a libtard, by the way, and I want to make every male child a female now or some shit, but like that's not how this works. I don't know. I don't know, like, how else to fucking go over. I don't know how else to talk about this. It's literally the same argument as saying, like, I am not going to get the tumor in my child's fucking brain removed because I feel like, medicine is the devil's work and I would rather pray the tumor away. And if I'm not mistaken, puberty blockers are not exclusively used by trans people. Oh my fucking God.
which controls Congress. The arrogance of the radical left will lead them to...
Bro, it's literally like, it's kind of like saying, diabetes medication is being used by the homosexuals, and therefore I no longer want insulin to be priced appropriately. Well, it's not, but let's say in a fucking theoretical future where like insulin is priced like it is in Canada or some shit. You know? No more insulin because the homosexuals they're using it too. They're going on their cock journeys and then they're taking insulin right after. And therefore, we do not want anybody to use insulin no longer. My dog got upset when he heard Lauren Boebert's voice.
To try to regulate and control every aspect of your life, including how you gender your children. Is Kamala Harris going to apologize to the girl who will lose her athletic scholarship to the boy who outplays her? Will Joe Biden?
The fucking Joe Brogan takes, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you don't understand, dude. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal of parents, is to force feminize their fucking sons so that they can own women, because that's the radical 10-head play by misogynistic parents. Like, this is the same argument that fucking people launch towards gay people all the fucking time that is no longer considered to be acceptable. I said this yesterday with the Glenn Greenwald takes, okay? You don't fucking choose to be gay, you just are gay. You don't choose to be trans, you are trans, okay? Holy shit. No one is literally like, oh, I'm going to go through the HRT and the process of coming out as a trans person, okay? And live my everyday existence constantly being subject to scrutiny by other random fucking strangers exclusively for the memes. So that maybe I can get a better, maybe I could beat some people and, win my high school soccer games or some shit. It was psychotic.
Tell the parents of the girl who gets her skull crushed how fair that is.
What?
And will Nancy Pelosi...
Sounds like some pussy shit to me, brother. You don't want... Hey, wait a minute. You don't want your women to play contact sports? Is that what you're fucking saying? Like, as though girls are not capable of fucking crushing the skulls of other girls. And as long as a trans girl is playing, then all of a sudden, boom, instantly, skulls are being crushed. And again, this all ties back to the conspiracy that... this all ties back to the fucking conspiracy that trans women are just like faking it. Again, like they're always faking it. I know she's referring to the UFC fight between a trans woman and a cis woman. I know that she's referring to that. But again, this is tied back to the fucking idiotic and insane point of view that like the government is operating on a forced feminization agenda. Okay.
Please explain to our daughters why boys pretending to be girls are leering at them in the girls' locker room. When we say the left is unhinged, this is exactly what we are talking
about. Ugh, I despise these people so much. Okay. Like forcing your child or pushing your child not to get fucking medical treatment is psychotic, and you're literally endangering your child. And in extreme circumstances, yes, the Child Protective Services could potentially get involved. Okay, it's a deterrence measure. You understand that with every other thing that happens in the world. Just because you disagree with like some applications of hormone blockers, okay, just because you disagree with some applications of hormone blockers because you are some fucking bigoted psychopath, doesn't change the reality that it's still an ultimately good thing. And limiting something that is, at least with current research that we've seen so far, that greatly improves the lives of trans people, limiting a therapy and limiting a medical procedure that greatly, as far as we know, improves the lives of trans people exclusively because you're like worried that, you know, one trans girl might actually outcompete the other cis girls in like some fucking bumfuck Iowa town is completely psychopathic. It's not a fucking argument, okay? And the argument that people make about trans sports is basically to ensure that no trans people exist. It's never actually a prescriptive solution. You understand? They never make an argument to say like the prescribed solution to trans people in sports suspiciously never revolves around like, well, here's how we can solve the problem. It's literally the problem is no trans people playing sports at all. That's it. Sorry for the misogyny that I'm about to say, but absolutely zero people legitimately care about women's sports to this degree, okay? If that was the fucking case, then, you know, there would be higher ratings for some of these events. I say this as someone who doesn't care about male sports or female sports. I just don't care about any fucking sports. But, like, it's ridiculous. It's completely fucking ridiculous. And the counter to that is like, so what do you want? You want a fucking you want a trans male to fucking to compete with the women? Like, I don't get it. Like, is that what you want? No, you just don't want trans people to compete. You also don't want trans people to exist. That's it. Because the counter of that is never talked about, right? The counter of that is literally never talked about. I love women's sports. These people only care about it. Only care when it's about trans issues. Literally, it's the only time when they bring up women's sports. Yeah, exactly. What's your take on Fallon Fox beating up cis women in an MMA league? Like the one fucking person. The reason why people bring up arguments from like 2017 is because one fucking time. It happened one fucking time and Joe Rogan cannot shut the fuck up about it. So let's just ban fucking trans people from competing in sports altogether. And not only that, but let's fucking literally ban a therapy, a medical procedure that trans people need, okay, that improves their lives. Because Joe Rogan keeps fucking talking about the one fucking time. Well, by the way, that woman also got their shit beaten out, didn't they? Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, it's one instance in a long career of getting their fucking asses beat. All women's titles would be held by trans women. Well, that's funny you say that because trans women are fucking exist and compete in these sports already, and they are not fucking winning the titles. So shut the fuck up. And even if that was the case, who gives a fuck? Like literally, who gives a fuck? When you say all women's titles would be held by trans women, you're basically saying trans women aren't women. You get that, right? Like that's all you're saying. Yeah, okay. Trans women hold all the titles. Who fucking cares? They're still women. The fuck is the problem? It's such a dumb fucking take. Like, it's such a dumb take. And ultimately, it's a transphobic take. And let's be fucking real. The people that are transphobic oftentimes are also super fucking misogynistic. You don't give a fuck about women's sports. Shut the fuck up, okay? You literally don't. I don't, and I'm being honest with you. You only are doing this specifically so you can fucking try to sneak in a couple transphobic takes, okay? You just do not care. You literally do not care. Jesus Christ. The most, like, women's sports have been talked about. I think we should honestly throw out any doping laws at this point as well. Bring on the mutant leagues. Am I right? By the way, I unironically believe that. This is a position I've held for a very long time. I think performance enhancing drugs should be regulated heavily, but allowed in leagues 100%. And they already have it. So who gives a fuck? Just regulate it and make sure that, you know, like, you got it, brother. Hey, you did it. You did it. You said fuck trans people, dude. Oh, that's so fucking cute, man. Oh no, you triggered everyone. We're so worried that you were transphobic. Oh no. Oh no, I need to get my transphobic tanks out. No, 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 no. Oh, I got banned. It's 1987 George Orwell Animal Factory. This is just like Tom Nook. He banned me. Oh no, no, George Orwell. Anyway. Rand Paul likens transition surgery to genital mutilation during trans woman's confirmation hearing. Yeah, okay. Wait. Is Rand Paul a based intactivist then? It's telling that you never hear stories from the other female athletes about what their perspective is. It's always right-wing politicians reflecting their opinion on something they don't even care about. No, some girls every now and then, like some fucking high school valedictorian from like some bumfuck town will literally come out with a New York Times piece just to like get their fucking moment in the spotlight. It does happen. And then these same psychopathic turfs will never shut the fuck up about it. And it's the same concept as like Joe Rogan being a consistent Karen about like Fallon Fox. And that's the reason why you hear the same takes over and over again. I just don't care. So don't come to me with this bullshit. I legitimately do not fucking care. Okay? I'm sorry. I legitimately do not give a single fucking shit that, you know, like trans women are beating cis women in sports. It's not even fucking real. It's not happening. That's why you have to consistently go back to the one fucking time that it happened in like 2016 or some shit and still talk about it over and over again. And I think that performance enhancing drugs all across the board are fucking good for sports and make it more entertaining. You are making an argument, so you do care? Yeah, I'm telling you why I do not care about the fucking other side of this argument. And neither do you, by the way. Yeah. Let's start an NBA league for under 6 foot. It's really fucked up. Why are conservatives going all freak on this culture war stuff? It's asinine. Because they have nothing else. It's over. We're back. We're back. Obama era culture war shit is back. Politics is good again. You understand? I said this over and over again when Donald Trump lost. What did I tell you? Once Donald Trump is gone, we are going to go back. Nature is going to heal, and people are going to start talking about SJW grievances, and the other side is going to fucking retaliate. And I'm going to be in the middle, sometimes taking a position when the liberals lose their fucking minds over some shit that's like stupid, and conservatives are going to be losing their minds consistently over every fucking thing on the planet, like Mr. Potato Head becoming Potato Head. Yeah, nature is fucking healing, but now you're smarter because you went through the Gamergate shit, and you now understand, you now have a better understanding of why these things happen and why these people think about and talk about these things relentlessly. Back to brunch, baby. Where are the checks?
Thank you for your time.
Mr. President,
Thank you.
President, whatever happened to your promise from 7 weeks ago that if Democrats flipped the Senate, the checks were going out the door?
Okay, this is, I hate to fucking do this, but I'm going to cape for the Dems a little bit.
Thank you. Go, guys. Thank you.
Okay, here's me caping for the Democrats for the day or for the week, I guess. The reason why the checks have not fucking flied out the door is because they are a part of a comprehensive $1.9 trillion budget reconciliation, and that even with all of the bells and whistles, even with all the benefits associated with, like, you know, being able to push for that with just a simple majority vote and all this sort of stuff, still takes a long enough time. Actually, this is something that I was going to talk about right now, which is a great segue to my next conversation, the $15 minimum wage conversation. Let's hold on. I'm going to pull a video really quickly. I think Rokana was maybe talking about this. Oh, it's also top of the hour, every hour, 60-second ad break. We're going to talk about the $15 minimum wage right now. We've been arguing about with Trump being able to do this ASAP. Why can't he? Because when Trump was president, he could whip the fucking Republicans when or Republicans had a majority, and Democrats would always be on board with fucking more spending. But when Joe Biden is president and Democrats have a narrow majority on top of everything else, the only way that you can push for this is through budget reconciliation. That budget reconciliation currently also has a $15 minimum wage increase attached to it. So right now, the thing that's holding it up, that conversation up currently is the $15 minimum wage and whether it actually impacts the benefit or impacts the deficit or not. Because if it touches the budget, okay, if it touches the budget and it impacts the deficit one way or another, then because of some old fucking symbolic rules, then you can actually put it in the budget reconciliation package. Okay? I can't believe you're being such a lib by explaining how the government works. Yeah, exactly. It's me being a lib when I explain to you how this shit works. Exactly. 2K should have been a clean bill. Oh yeah? Oh, that's so interesting that you say that, because you know, for a clean bill to pass, it would have to be filibuster proof, and Republicans were certainly interested in doing that. So thanks for your incredible fucking point of view. Thanks for your incredible take. Were you gonna whip the votes? Were you gonna go find the fucking Republicans to come out and vote for a $2,000 clean bill? Yeah, just get fucking 10 Republicans on board, dude. Anyway. $15 minimum wage touches Congress budget. How? Well, according to the hold on. This is why I wanted to pull this. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going to pull something up right now. But before I do, it's top of the fucking hour, every hour. It's time for a 60-second ad break right now. It's the second of the day, and I forgot to run it at the top of the hour. So if you'd no longer like to see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe for an ad-free broadcasting experience. You can do it for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one free Prime. Here's the fucking ad now. All right, here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here, let's look at this.
Since President Biden proposed his big $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief and stimulus package, most of the attention has been focused on Republican objections to part of that plan. But now that it's actually starting to move through Congress, it may.
As much as you want to defend the Dems with a fine print on this issue every day we don't get 2 kid checks, the House or Senate seat lost in 2020. The polling literally reflects this. 100% in agreement with your take there. But that's not going to stop me from describing part of the reason why this process is so slow. Okay?
Maybe Democratic objections to pieces of the proposal, particularly to a proposal to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, that matter the most. That's because Democrats have pretty much resolved that they're going to pass this legislation through what's called budget.
So this is the smart move. They did the actual smart move. Democrats have the House, Senate, White House, and still want to blame motherfucking Republicans for why they're taking so long from helping starving Americans. Dog. This is why when you're a Marxist-Leninist who does not fucking understand how the government operates, you just take a back seat, you shut the fuck up, and allow me to describe it to you slowly but surely, okay? Like, please, look, when we're talking about, you know, imperialism as a necessary final stage for capitalism to operate, you can fucking chime in all you want, okay? When you want to talk about Lenin, I'm there with you, all right? But if you don't know how the fucking government works, then shut the fuck up. Okay? Just shut up. I hate to say this, but unironically, neoliberals know more than you about how this shit works because they have to constantly find different ways to defend the Democratic Party, so they know a little bit better about how change takes some fucking time within the American government, okay? Sorry, that's just the truth. The fucking r/neoliberal subreddit Andes know more than you about how this process works. So maybe take a fucking backseat for a second and like, I will describe to you why this process is taking longer than you expected so that we can fucking move on, okay? And then in the future, you won't come across like a dumbass.
Reconciliation. Reconciliation is a parliamentary procedure that says that if a piece of legislation has a big impact on the federal budget, it can be passed with just 50 votes, meaning it can't be filibustered, and you don't need the 60 votes required to break a Republican filibuster. And Democrats, of course, have exactly 50 votes in the Senate, meaning they can do this only with their own.
Yeah, bro, being a Marxist-Leninist means I can't call out the incompetence of the Democratic Party. No, you can call out the Democratic Party's incompetence all the time, and I do all the fucking time. But when we're talking about, oh God, just shut up, shut up. You sound like a fucking idiot right now, and I'm trying to elaborate on why you're trying to. I'm trying to elaborate on why you sound like a fucking idiot, and you're just filibustering the conversation.
Votes. But that requires that every Democratic senator go along. And 2 Democratic senators, Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona, have said they object to the proposed increase in the minimum wage.
So this is bullshit, okay? I speculate that Sinema and Manchin are not going to fucking actually object to this, okay? There's no fucking way. Because the counter to that is simple. If you just fucking say, all right, we're going to do a carve-out for Arizona and fucking West Virginia, see how you like it. See how your constituents like it when, you know, the carve-out is that every other state has a $15 minimum wage except for Arizona and fucking West Virginia. What are they going to do? It's literally political suicide. No, they just want to come across like they are the mavericks of the Democratic Party, so they will never fucking actually take a stand like this, especially when it's so fucking unpopular. So shut the fuck up. Okay, so they're not actually going to stand in opposition. I don't believe that they are going to stand in opposition. That'd be fucking ridiculous if they did. That's not a real problem. The real problem right now is the parliamentarian, okay? And potentially deciding whether or not increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour is technically something that impacts the budget. And yes, it does, by the way. It absolutely does impact the budget. And therefore allowed to be a part of this massive $1.9 trillion COVID recovery bill. Okay? That's the conversation that we're supposed to be having. Now, there's things that you can do on top of the parliamentarians' decision on whether or not the $15 minimum wage is actually something you can add on to this $1.9 trillion COVID recovery, because it does impact the budget. It literally does. Okay, it increases the deficit, for example. So that is, and the parliamentarian can still be overruled by Kamala Harris. The parliamentarian has been in the past overruled by the vice president, and it still can be. So when Democrats turn around and say, "Oh, we can't do anything if the parliamentarian rules against it," then they're fucking lying to you, and you should call them out for it. Okay? But the reason why it's taking time is because this is going on currently. The reason why the COVID recovery checks are taking a longer time to get to you is because it had to have been added onto the budget reconciliation, and the $15 minimum wage was added onto the budget reconciliation, which I agree with is a good thing that happened, And I am pushing for that to happen, which is why it's taking longer time. Wait, Dave Rubin cringe? Really? Okay, we'll look at that in a second. But yeah, so I hope that that was a little bit better. I hope that that was a little bit better in helping you understand why this is not even a problem that revolves around cinema and mansion, but instead the reason why this is so slow is because, you know, they're taking their fucking time with every step of it.
Wage to $15 an hour from the current $7.25. And they're probably not the only Democrats.
Do we deal with the deficit issue? No one gives a shit about the deficit. Get the fuck out of here. The increase in the deficit for a $15 minimum wage is like marginal. It's nothing. Like not even 100 billion. It's literally nothing in comparison to the trillions and that increase in the deficit for taxes of the wealthy and corporations under Donald Trump. No one gives a shit about the deficit. Don't ever fucking bring that up again.
Who feel that way. Another 10 Democratic senators have not signed on to an earlier freestanding proposal to make the same.
Imagine 100 billion being nothing. 100 billion is nothing in comparison to the 1.2 trillion or $2 trillion. It depends on where the fuck that money is going. If you only talk about the deficit, if you're a deficit hawk when it comes to increasing wages for the working class in America, and you're never there when it comes to like endless wars or fucking increasing military budget or cutting tax for the wealthy and corporations, then you're a piece of shit. You must be a Republican and fuck you. I don't care. Your argument makes no sense. It doesn't matter. There are other ways that we can combat the deficit becoming a problem regardless by increasing fucking taxes. So shut the fuck up.
Increase in the federal minimum wage. Republicans argue there shouldn't be a minimum wage increase in the plan at all because it's not relevant to the coronavirus. And it may be that the Senate's parliamentarian rules that a minimum wage increase can't be included in a bill that's passed through reconciliation. Democrats counter that because essential workers have borne such a burden during the pandemic, giving them a wage increase is in fact relevant. In any case, increasing the federal minimum wage would be a very big deal. 29 states currently have a state minimum wage higher than the federal level, but 21 don't. And $15 an hour is at the upper range of what even the most prosperous states have considered. So what's likely to happen? Well, it may be that the Biden White House and Democratic leaders have to scale back the minimum wage proposal because of these objections. Senator Manchin, for example, has suggested $11 an hour rather than $15. Or they may have to drop the minimum wage provision entirely and come back at it later through different legislation.
And that's never going to happen. And that's never, ever, ever, ever going to happen. Do you understand? That's never going to fucking happen. You get one shot at this, okay? You get one fucking shot at this. Well, two max, okay? Until the midterms come. Or is it after the midterms? I think you get two fucking opportunities to do this, okay? Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go, okay? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, all right? That is assuming we do not fucking... I mean, we're going to lose... The Democrats are going to lose the majority if they fuck this up. And it seems like they are on the verge of fucking this up. Yes, $15 is scaled. Yes. Of course it's scaled. It doesn't start until like 2025 or some shit. People are being fucking ridiculous. They're lying about every part of this. Hasan, you sound like just like Eminem. They have to do this. They have to push for as much as they can, okay?
This isn't the only area where there are some Democratic reservations. Some Democratic senators are uneasy about the proposal to extend federal supplemental unemployment benefits, thinking it's extended too long under the provision. Others think that federal aid checks are going to too many people at higher income levels. But minimum wage is where the action is going to be, and that's the debate to watch in coming days.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a finalized. We're gonna know what the parliamentarians' decision is on the matter, and then after that, we're gonna figure out if Kamala Harris has the
I got a Kylo Ren
courage
mask
to
here,
fucking,
and my
it's not even courage, but like the decency, I guess, to overrule that and vote against that. Okay, That's what we're waiting on, and that's part of the reason why this is taking a longer time than what it should normally take. And by the way, Klain also said that Harris would not overrule the parliamentarian on minimum wage increase. White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain said the administration will not try to overrule the Senate parliamentarian if she decides an increase in the minimum wage must be stripped from the coronavirus relief package. Certainly, that's not something we would do. We are going to honor the rules of the Senate and work within that system to get this bill passed. Except, and as I already described, this already has happened. There is historic precedent for the vice president to overrule the Senate parliamentarian's decision, so it's fucking bullshit. So these stupid fucking cowards are acting like they might give up on the $15 minimum wage. So if you truly care about the rules of the Senate, you could overrule that. You could literally say, no, fuck off. As they have in the past. As I also mentioned. Only neoliberals are for $15 minimum wage. As a STEM major, I'm for $20 minimum wage. Yeah, the funniest thing is, like, neoliberals are fucking on board with the $15 minimum wage. Like that's how you know the fucking minimum wage is like super fucking low in this country. Like most neolibs I follow from Noah, Opinion, and all these other fucking neoliberals, like they're on board with the $15 minimum wage. It's fucking low. It's not even controversial. It's already $14 or $15 in many states. $15 by 2025 is ridiculous that like we're still having a conversation around this. Like, it's just fucking bullshit. It even fucking passed in... Yeah, it even passed in Florida, so I don't know why the fuck people are this triggered by it. $15 minimum wage was radical and controversial in fucking 2000. It's fucking absurd. We don't have it in 2020. Yeah. I expect you to try to dunk on me for this take, but personally, I'm against any sort of government handouts. If we pass stimulus checks, Los Santos residents are just going to blow all their money at the casino. True. Okay, let's watch the Dave Rubin video now.
Policy on masks is sometimes I'm going to wear the mask, okay? I got a Kylo Ren mask here, and my policy on masks is sometimes I'm going to wear the mask, okay? Sometimes I'm going to wear the mask. If I go into a store and they demand I wear the mask, I'm going to put the mask on. This is a very Kylo Ren Sith approach to wearing masks. If they want you to wear the mask and you feel like wearing the mask, then you should wear the mask. And then if you want to take the mask off, sure. Could it mess up your hair and would that be upsetting? Yes. But if you want to take the mask off and hang out with other people and talk to other people and let them see your face, then take the mask off. But again, if you want to put it on to intimidate people and say, I'm wearing a mask, why aren't you wearing a mask? You see, I'm better than you, I'm wearing a mask, okay? Look at my messed up lightsaber, which they never even explained his messed up lightsaber. I think you get the point. For now on, guys, I took my earpiece out. Also, earpieces should be up to you, whatever you want to do. I got a Kylo Ren mask.
I don't know what this is. Like, is this supposed to be fucking comedy? Like, who the fuck is watching this and going, yeah, this is pretty funny. Oh, I love this nuclear cringe. Kind of makes me seem normal, you know? You used to hang with that dude? Yeah, I played basketball with this dude like on Sundays. You know what I mean? You were best friends with the guy? I never fucking... Fuck you. That's a lie. Fuck yourself. Let's watch Dave Rubin versus Goliath.
You like the biblical analogies. I'll do one here. There was David versus Goliath, and I think Dave can take down Google. This Dave. And look, there's a reason that we all believe the little guy can beat the big guy. You know why that is? Because David beat Goliath. Why do I rail against YouTube all day when they're censoring me and demonetizing you? It's slightly crazy to do it, But you know, there's a story, David beat Goliath. My name happens to be David. So if David could beat Goliath, maybe Dave could beat Google. I mean, I think we have to come around to realize that looking backward, why do we believe that the little guy can beat the big guy? Why do I always attack Google when they crush my videos? Well, you know, there's a story, David beat Goliath, right? There are time-tested stories that I think have value that actually, this is probably the best way I can answer it. It's a functional version of belief. Some people need a belief that is like sort of transcendent and deeply spiritual. David, right? Like, why am I always attacking Google every time they demonetize me or push one of my videos down? Well, it's not. Yeah, well,
dude, it's so fucking sick that he's like brilliantly fighting back against Google all the time. He's so valiantly fighting back against Google. He's so brave, dude.
Why do I do it? No one in their right mind thinks that they can beat Google, but there's an eternal truth there. David beat Goliath. There is a reason that I believe that Dave can beat Google, and it's because David beat Goliath. Those stories have some meaning over time that will allow us to flourish as human beings.
This is so fucking bad, dude.
Have endless cascading problems that I just don't think that they're equipped to deal with. I think this is actually kind of why David was able to beat Goliath, right? Like Goliath grew so big that it was actually, you could take him out with one little shot from a slingshot.
This is exactly
and I think that's
what
sort of
David
what these
beat
companies
Goliath.
are. They've grown so big that they have so many problems, so many competing interests. Then you inject social justice in it, so you're not even hiring your best engineers. Ben, as a guy in a yarmulke, you know the story of David versus Goliath. I've sort of become Dave versus YouTube. I mean, I've been one of the most out.
Does anyone like actually think this? Like, does anyone think? I want to know if there's like people in his fan base that are like, yeah, that's my guy. That's my favorite guy. He's David. He's going up against Google. He's taking it down. Like, I don't think Dave Rubin personally believes this. You know what I mean? Like, he's just fucking saying that because he thinks it's good branding or some shit. But like, it's one of those things that are like, honestly, I'm worried for you if you're a conservative because you have some kind of like incurable brain problem, right? And I don't know how the fuck we're going to save you. Right? But this is somehow worse than that. Where like, if you are a Dave Rubin fan, you have reached a new level. It's kind of like thinking Steven Crowder is funny. Like, that's worse than being a regular conservative. If you're a regular conservative, you are subject to social conditioning and, you know, it's like changed your worldview, or it's basically, you know, it's basically the reason why you have these delusions, right? But if you think Dave Rubin is smart, or if you think that Steven Crowder is funny, you have reached a level of delusion that is beyond like regular conservatism.
Outspoken people on this because
what is this?
It's impossible to tell what's going on. That those stories teach you something eternal, that no matter how bad it looks, it can turn around. That the little guy, David, can beat Goliath, which is why Dave here can fight Google, because I believe the little guy can beat the big guy. Well, look, David beat Goliath, so, you know, I always say maybe Dave here can beat Google. I always think there's a chance. So, you know, the word demon is in demonetized, and I can tell you as someone that's dealing with some of this stuff.
Oh my God, what the fuck is this, dude? He's like 3 steps removed from he's 3 steps removed from like literally speaking in tongues, like, shama la 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 la, demon, demonetized.
That it appears at least that there's some pretty shady stuff going on. You know, look, I don't want to fight Google and YouTube. You know, there's a biblical story of David versus Goliath. I don't want to be Dave versus Google because it probably won't work out. You know, maybe in this story, and this is sort of what you're getting at, that Trump is the Moses character, meaning he will lead the Hebrews out of Egypt. And I have to say that my brain is still in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level ideas.
Oh, God, I love that. It's the greatest thing he's ever said. Honestly, it's so... Oh, God, I'm so happy for him. All right, so finally, I got to talk about this as well before we move on to the PlayStation event that's coming up in a little bit. But there is a new Pixar movie that's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know... Finally, okay, fucking finally, Finally, there is a fucking movie that features people of color. Pixar has taken an important step for POC. People of carbonara, people of cheese, people of gabagoo. Finally, some Fredo representation in a Pixar movie. People of cannoli over here.
Scopa! We can go anywhere. Do anything. We just gotta stick together.
We underdogs have to look out for each other, right?
Underdogs! This is gonna be the best summer ever. We'll ride down every road. See the whole world together. It'll be amazing. But there's just one thing.
Whoa, wait! Did you see that?
No one can find out.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Wait a minute, what the fuck are they doing? Man, are they making a fucking argument that Italians are fish?
Where did you boys say you were from?
Maron! Are they fucking saying Italianos are fucking fish people? Are they saying Italians are gonna be sleeping with the fucking fishes over here? So, people are saying that, like, this is, what is it, like, this is, like, they're gonna be either, like, non-binary, or that this is, like them being gay or something. Is that what it is? I heard that, like, some people were saying that. And people are already, like, getting mad. Must be fucking Sicily. Wait, isn't this the time to call me by your... Isn't this the Call Me By Your Name Pixar movie? Italians are scalies? When the fuck are people not getting mad? I mean, I don't fucking know. It's just like... You're gonna incorporate fish people into Don's lore? Please, bro, please. The animation style is so gross. Wait, why? Yeah, it's... What they're failing to recognize is this is actually about how the water turns you gay. Into a gay lizard person. You know, look. See that? Ladies and gentlemen, Pixar is telling us right in front of our faces that the Italian water or drinking water is turning us into gay lizard fish. I know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's the goddamn radical lip dart agenda. The chemicals that they put in the water have turned us into gay lizard fish, folks. I will not stand for this. Never drink. Yeah, I'm never drinking water again. Goddamn those liberals putting gay fish food in my water and making me a gay fish. First they turned the frogs gay, now they're turning you gay. Which is why not only do you need to stop drinking water, but you need to stop taking showers as well. Fellas, if you take showers, you are gay. That's why I never take showers and only use dude wipes for my boy pussy. When it gets smelly down there in my gooch region, I use dude wipes. Use the promo code manly bussy for $5 off on your dude wipes. Dude wipes. Free of the 100% hormone free. The hormones that turn you gay. Thoughts on a bidet? Really? You want to you mean to tell me that you want to stimulate anal cunnilingus with the gay water? Are you out of your fucking mind? Might as well wipe your butt with a dildo. Fellas, yeah, exactly. Having a clean butthole's kind of gay. What do you want? You want to have it open for penetration? The fuck are you doing? Why? That's why I never wipe my ass. Okay, all right, we're done. Johnson & Johnson vaccine effective against COVID-19 variants.
More than 45 million Americans, 13.6% of the population, have received at least one dose of the two-shot vaccines. And Johnson & Johnson has now released encouraging data just ahead of the FDI review this Friday for their single-dose vaccine.
Johnson & Johnson now working overtime at its Memphis storage facility to get its single-shot vaccine out as soon as possible. This as that concerning new variant spreads through New York City. Whit Johnson is at a mass vaccination site here in Manhattan with the latest on it all. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. That new variant here in New York City is only adding to the urgency to speed up vaccinations. Researchers still don't know if it's more contagious or more deadly, but still it needs more study as well. This as many of the vaccine makers are already preparing booster shots to deal with these ever-evolving variants.
This morning, early evidence that a new COVID variant is now spreading rapidly in New York City. Researchers arguing this could be yet another variant of concern like the UK, South African, and Brazilian variants.
We really need to accelerate our rate of vaccination, and it's all hands on deck to try to get the American people vaccinated.
Some of the variants raising questions about the impact on vaccines. Pfizer announcing they're talking to regulators about testing their own variant-specific booster, offering a third dose to 144 clinical trial participants. Moderna taking similar action, sending modified vaccines for the South African variant to the NIH for testing, including a combination formula for those getting their first shots should that become necessary. And there is new hope on the horizon. Johnson & Johnson on the verge of adding a third vaccine in the U.S., this one shown to be effective against the variants.
The vaccine provides very robust protection throughout the world, including against the worrisome viral variants that we've been hearing so much about.
New data showing Johnson & Johnson's one-shot vaccine may be 100% effective at preventing hospitalization and death. An early analysis hinting it may offer 70% protection against asymptomatic infections.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, dude, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. That's a callback.
Making those vaccinated less likely to spread the disease. The FDA meeting tomorrow and could give emergency use authorization as early as Friday night.
If the J&J vaccine is approved, it will provide an increase in vaccine supply to the U.S. and to the world, and will accelerate the vaccine rollout.
Up to 4 million doses ready to ship right away, 20 million by the end of March, but that's below earlier estimates. The White House now saying it's working with Johnson & Johnson to speed up delivery.
If authorized, we are ready to roll out this vaccine without delay.
The NIH also launching new research to study so-called long haulers. 1/3 of COVID patients say they have persistent symptoms for months after contracting the virus. People like
Oh my god, I finally get it. This is a satire channel. The satire obviously is a liberal douche. Super good at acting like a liberal douche, though. Nice work. Oh, please tell me user cards are working still. This guy is stupid and angry as fuck. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. Okay, that's a new pet.
Caitlin Dennis, the former college athlete now on daily medication and fighting brain fog.
Some days I can go around the block, but once you've crossed that line of it being too much, my body just shuts down and I'm in bed for a few days.
Now back to that.
Yeah, I had a friend tell me, like, they got COVID, and the brain fog thing is crazy because apparently you just, like, and they're young, they're healthy, but apparently you know how I always lose track of the words that I want to use in my mind because I have ADHD and it's, like, really fucking hard to string some sentences together. When you get brain fog, it's kind of like that on steroids, and you just simply cannot have a conversation. Like, regular words like ladder escape you.
That new variant here in New York City, researchers say they've identified at least 80 cases across the tri-state area. They also say that it shares a mutation in common with the variant from South Africa and one from Brazil, but it is unique on its own and again will require further investigation.
Hi.
Caitlin Bennett's become.
I'm Caitlin Bennett.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, I don't even know. We got 10 minutes. This is a 20-minute boo-boo video, and we got 10 fucking minutes, dude. I don't know if I can watch this. Like, were you diagnosed at a young age more recently? No, not at a young age, but not recently either.
Because it's over 22. It's over 22. Damn. And you know, this is some real shit because it was a crackhead back in the day. I shot that nigga 9 times with a Tech 9, and he kept running down the alley. They're over 22. Damn.
What the fuck?
Damn. And you know, this is some real shit because it was a crackhead back in the day. I shot that nigga 9 times with a Tech 9, and he kept running down the alley.
Self-report. Statute of limitation run out on that, dude. Don't worry about it. Also, he means in a video game, I think. We were talking about how police forces started using higher caliber bullets to kill crackheads. Haircut went on Azan. Why? What? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the reason why you are asking me this. I think my hair is fine. I mean, it's a little long, and I do need to get a haircut, but anyway, there was some other shit that I wanted to watch too. I guess maybe we can do the Boo Boo Bennett. Your boy stole a fucking helicopter and they're going for a tank next. Nice. Slick back hair. Your hair looks great. Did you see the South Dakota AG getting away with manslaughter? I did, but I don't know why. I just like fucking don't find that to be that interesting of a story. I feel like there's a way more important shit going on than yet another person who fucking yet another Republican who hit and ran. Hold on. I'm waiting for the state of play. Oh my god. An Illinois lawmaker wants to ban the sale of violent video games, including Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, I know. I fucking saw that already. It's so stupid. Can we get a PlayStation event ran again? Yeah. PlayStation state of play, my balls? Fuck you, dude.
Schumer. Mr. Scott of Florida. Mr. Scott of South Carolina. Mrs. Shaheen.
So how did you rule?
Mr. Shelby.
We haven't released anything.
So how did you rule? We haven't released anything. Okay, that's it. There it is. Forget the new Pixar movie. What is this? This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's somehow worse than that Avatar live action that never came out anyway. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender live action that actually was never released. Can you watch this in remembrance? Here.
I can't even focus on this anymore because all you motherfuckers keep talking about the PlayStation event. Fuck you, dude. Fucking leave. Fucking leave. 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 Leave the fucking channel. Go somewhere else. Fuck. God damn it.
Classic. Oh, this was good too. Do you believe the former president should be speaking at CPAC? I did see this. Kevin McCarthy says yes, he should. That's up. Liz Cheney says. Liz Cheney, the brave. Here, let's just watch.
Do you believe President Trump should be speaking, or former President Trump should be speaking at CPAC this weekend?
Yes, he should.
Congresswoman Cheney?
That's up to CPAC. I've been clear in my views about President Trump and the extent to which following January 6th, I don't believe that he should be playing a role in the future of the party or the country.
On that high note, thank you all very much.
Yeah, these guys can't fucking. Here, you want me to finish it? Here. All you motherfuckers asked me to finish this clip about the PlayStation event. Fucking leave, dude.
You know what? Fuck this. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not watching the PlayStation event, and I'm not even fucking streaming. Fuck off.
And that's how I ended that day. What is this? This is actually not bad. Tim J. Dillon. Oh, God. What the fuck is Tim Dillon saying now?
Called you money. Astronaut, Tommy.
Is there going to be some fucking... Oh, okay. Never mind. Some of his sketches are actually funny. Let's see if this is one of those. It's surprising. It could be surprising, but it could be one of those like funnier ones.
Tommy, I called you to talk about Dad and money. Dad owns 100 Bitcoins, and he's got them in a wallet on the internet.
The wallet's the internet? What the fuck are you talking about?
If we get the password, there's millions of dollars in there. Elon Musk started a new type of money.
Who is Elon Musk?
He was an astronaut, Tommy.
Say something, I'm giving.
Listen, Ma, Dad was into something here, and it's fucking big.
Your father was a fucking clown.
We just gotta get that password.
Why don't you try fucking Susan? That was his girlfriend's name.
That's not a bad idea.
So I thought it was Tracy.
Come on. We never had nothing growing up, but now we can have something. Christ!
Fuck you fucking loser! What's the password? What's the fucking password?
Tommy, the central banks are fucking us.
Then all this Timmy! Then all
This is our only fucking chance! It would change our fucking lives, Tommy.
I have $17, Timmy.
That's not good.
Yeah, big fucking surprise there. Your father was a real class act.
It's gonna be okay, Tommy. It's gonna be okay.
We're trying to get...
How do you find the filter? It's actually pretty good. How do you find the A24 film filter? Like, it's just like shot in such a specific way. It's so good. Movies like this are the reason we saved AMC. Shema.
Get the password.
Say something.
This is a story of me and Nino. There's an Adobe Premiere add-on now, kind of amazing. Yeah. This is going on, not meta. Okay, don't link me stuff that's gonna make me want to fucking go in there, all right? Because I'm waiting for the fucking PlayStation event. Leave, dude. All you motherfuckers that don't want me to watch the PlayStation event, leave, okay? But the motherfucking show is starting in 7 seconds. All right, here. Like I said, this is an opportunity for you all to shit on my dreams, okay? Because I have been an asshole to the fucking Nintendo frogs. I've been an asshole to the fucking, Blizzard boys. So now you can make fun of me, because this is the one area where I demonstrate being a fanboy.
There's some very unexpected developments in your future. Shocking events that will change the course of your life!
That last part might have been a hair dramatic, but there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time experience on PlayStation 5.
Is that fucking Moon?
Creative producer at Toys for Bob. I'm here to give you the feature rundown on Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS5. That includes
Did Moon do this ad? What the fuck?
Adaptive triggers, 3D audio, and more.
Let's make this fun.
Picking up where Crash Bandicoot Warp left off, in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, we find the evil masterminds Neocortex and Dr. Entropy escaping a
it literally sounds like
interdimensional prison, leaving giant holes in the universe. What follows is a mind-bending adventure for Crash and his marsupial pals. We designed Crash Bandicoot 4 to leap off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash Bandicoot has always looked pretty suave, but wait until you see him spinning heads in native 4K at 60 frames per second. With the weight of the universe on your shoulders, and probably some errands to run, there's little time to wait on loading screens. The DualSense wireless controllers bring adaptive triggers to your fingertips, so you can feel the blast of Neocortex's DNA-changing ray gun, or feel the grip when you grapple a Tana's hookshot. Hold on tight when you feel the boost of Crash's jetboard, and really feel the suck when you vacuum his Dingo Dial. Looking to get fully immersed in the Crash Bandicoot universe? Crank it up to 11,
Boys,
and take
you know
your
I don't play
audio into an all-new
platformers, so
dimension of
I mean,
enhanced
this
3D
is a classic,
audio.
but you know, this doesn't speak to me at all.
Achieving the infamous
It's also a furry game.
106% completion is the sign of a true Bandicoot master. But should our genetically mutated marsupial lose his way, leverage PlayStation 5 activity cards to track your progress and hit your goals for things like time trials, flashback levels, and boss fights. I bet Entropy wishes he had that. Even bring your incomplete save over from the PlayStation 4 and use the activity cards to get to 106%. Oh, and one more thing. If you own the PS4 version of the game, an upgrade option is available. Check out the PlayStation blog for full details. Whether it's your first playthrough or your 100th, there's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time on PlayStation 5.
You've learned to accept the weebs, you'll learn to accept the furries too. I mean, some of the fucking furries are very cool people, so it just like...
Welcome back, Crash.
I feel bad
The gang's
whenever
all
I shit
here
on
on
it.
today's new edition of State of Play. We've got some great updates lined up for you.
Okay, I don't feel that
First,
bad,
let's
though.
check out the latest on an eagerly anticipated
gotta
game
fucking hit
coming
an
to the
ad at the
PS5
top of this
console
hour.
this
Fuck,
spring
here's the
from
ad.
PlayStation Studios.
And I gotta pee.
Hey everyone,
I'm
we
sorry.
at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek at Returnal. In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra scout, who crash lands on an alien planet, Atropos, after receiving a mysterious signal, White Shadow. Players will explore this inscrutable, dark planet in search for answers and unfold mysteries, which may point to a larger force at play. Dashing and quickly maneuvering your way above and around enemies is key to survival in Returnal. With the large variety of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each possess, combat situations prove challenging no matter what the circumstances are. Death is only the beginning. Every time you die and restart, the world will change. The map will be different, enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers, so you have to think fast and adapt.
The environment.
Here you can see the use of the lightning alt-fire, which is great for crowd control. This is one of many alt-fires that you can acquire in the game. You will stumble across mysterious devices that can grant rewards to the player. These will vary from weapons, consumables, and upgrades, and they can completely change your playstyle.
What the fuck
and
is
make
this? This
each
looks pretty
cycle
good.
feel unique. Besides the intense combat, Returnal also has a deep and engaging narrative.
Oh, Returnal.
We allow players to piece together the puzzle that is the story of Celine as they venture deeper and deeper into Atropos and into her personal nightmare.
That can't be here.
I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts are missing, others seem...
It's literally a baby game? How is this a baby game? Look at the graphics. It's so adult. Shut up.
I can remember
Nintendo fans caping saying it's a fucking...
losing my mind.
They're tapping saying it's a fucking baby game.
There's no comfort here.
And maybe they'll announce Zelda here. All right, Nintendo fans, shut up. Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 coming to a PlayStation near you, brother.
Exactly as I left it.
This is literally Metroid Prime.
Returnal lands on April 30th, and it's developed by the talented team at Housemarque. Next, let's take a closer look at a high-impact new PS4 game called Knockout City.
Isn't this... Oh.
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie developer based in upstate New York, and we recently announced Knockout City, a team-based multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival crews settle their scores with epic dodgeball battles. Knockout City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills. In our 1v1 face-off mode, you'll go head-to-head in a constantly shrinking battleground, relying on your reflexes and abilities to knock out an opponent. A well-timed catch powers up the ball, making it easier to land a hit. Use trick shots to lob a ball over a ledge or hook it around a corner. Fake a throw to mess up your opponent's timing and knock them out before they can recover. When you're in a tough spot with a ball flying your way, a last-second dodge is the difference between getting knocked out and staying in the fight. Keep your wits about you and outplay your opponent to bring home a
Dodgeball
win.
is actually a very adult game, and this doesn't seem like Fortnite at all. You guys are wrong.
Let's jump into Team KO, our 3v3 mode.
I mean, come
Teamwork
on, it's
makes the dream
violence,
work in
right? Who
Knockout
doesn't
City.
like violence?
If your crew is outmatched, a well-coordinated team can still
You're
dominate.
dodging balls, I mean.
We're playing in Back Alley Brawl, a new map that you'll find in our upcoming crossplay beta. The special ball for this match is the Sniper Ball, which locks onto targets from far across the map and wham!
Dodgeball
you can
is
take
so
them out
fucking
before they have a
freak.
chance to
By
react.
the way,
Beyond special
I
balls,
don't understand.
each map features a unique mechanic. In Back Alley Brawl, you can hop
I
into
never
a tube and
understood
make
that.
a quick
Like
getaway,
when I
or
went
use
to
them
a
sneak up
summer
on your
camp in
opponents.
America and kids were like, "We're gonna play dodgeball." I was like, "What?" So you like pounce on
You
one
can
another with
literally
balls? Like
become
that
the
sounds
ball,
like
a
fucking
new weapon for your teammate.
It sounds horrible. So I've actually never
risk it all.
understood why people
Charge up
play
a teammate,
dodgeball. I
launch
think
them
it's so
high into the
weird.
air with an ultimate throw, and
I
they'll land
hated
in
it as a
huge
kid.
Instant KO explosion. The team here at Velen has been obsessed with building this world over the last 4 years. Knockout City is coming out May 21st, and we'd love your help in our final stretch of development. Rally your crew and sign up for our crossplay beta at knockoutcity.com to play early on PlayStation. See you soon, brawlers.
Ya Karto dodgeball gibi değil ama ya. Yanlış mı hatırlıyorum? Funny how they're hosting an event for a console you can't even buy. Don't worry, brother. A lot of these are going to come out on the fucking PlayStation 4, so
Time for
you have nothing to
something
worry
new.
about.
Here's your first look at an upcoming PS5 game from the team at Slow Clap.
Candy bar gonna be $3. The rich get richer and the broke has no shot. Oh, you don't like dodgeball? Never mind, that explains everything. What the fuck is this? This kind of looks cool. What the fuck is this? Oh! What is this, like a Dark Souls but for fighting? Just like hand-to-hand combat Dark Souls? Like, I'm confused. I mean, it could be really fucking cool. The graphics are really cool.
That was the debut of Seafood,
I like
coming to
it.
the PS5 console later this year. Now let's get an update on Solar Ash, an epic new PS5 adventure
I
from
like
Heart
it.
Machine.
I fucking color me teased. You know, I'm feeling teased. Like my nipples are hard right now. Thank God my mom is wearing headphones because she is very close in proximity and could hear what I'm saying, technically.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Preston, creative director of Heart Machine. You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter. Today, I'm here to show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title, Solar Ash.
Is this Risk of Rain?
Solar Ash is a huge, stylish 3D platformer focused on speed, movement, and fluidity. The game is set inside a giant black hole, known as the Ultra Void, which has been consuming everything in its path. You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly as a last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the ashen clouds, she can quickly cover great distances in our huge world.
So what's up with these fucking
At its
platformers,
core,
dude?
Solar Ash is a game about movement, and Ray has everything she needs to flow through the dangerous and unique world.
Karachi police POV?
As you journey to save your planet, you'll find yourself face to face with grotesque and violent creatures. Our combat system is simple, fast, and fluid, built to empower players and encourage flow. As you explore the Ultra Void, enemy encounters will scale.
You guys don't understand. Rollerblading is actually so cool, dude.
Some of these creatures require speed and precise timing to defeat.
Why don't they have any music? Am I going crazy, or did this game not have fucking...
Ray will eventually need to face the massive sentinels of this void. Wretched, starved beasts that hold the key to her quest.
Yeah, I like that two of the big games so far have been a dodgeball game and a rollerblading game. Oh, it's like a fucking Zelda dragon, dude.
Solar Ash is Heart Machine's vision of the adventure platformer. The giant spaces, the feel of movement, the flow of combat, and the high-stakes battles atop enormous beasts all come together to bring players something we think is incredibly unique, and more importantly, fun. This game is a labor of love for everyone on the Heart Machine team. We're excited to bring Solar Ash to PS5 and PS4.
There's an itch for a new Prince of
later this
Persia
year.
game that hasn't been scratched for a while, so these devs are coming out with a lot of platformers. Prince of Persia probably might... Yeah,
if you're
Prince
a
of
fan
Persia
of
was
scary
fucking great.
games, this next one is for you.
You just reminded me of all the fucking memories, dude. What a great game. What a great fucking game that was.
You were small, pathetic, but now you are more. Are you ready?
What? I think I played Prince of Persia on the PSP as well as like the OG one.
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together. They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you. We have to get you out by morning.
Do as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you fail me, then you will. Both of you burn!
Okay, for the fucking FPS frogs, shut up. Okay, no one cares. Okay,
There's
we
more
know.
going on
We know,
here
dude. You have a PC. Okay, PC Master Race is so fucking sick. Everybody knows you are never going to get laid. Like, you don't have to fucking telegraph it to every single person.
That
in the
was
chat.
a chilling new look at Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
We got it, bro.
Up next, let's take a tour of Oddworld Soulstorm.
Another platform.
Hi, I'm Lauren Lanning, Creative Director at Oddworld Inhabitants. Today, I'm going to take you on a brief tour of our newest game, Oddworld Soulstorm.
They've always known you would come. Do you know why you have?
In Soulstorm, you reprise the role of Abe, accidental hero turned unlikely leader of an emerging revolution, as you do battle through weird and wonderful environments in an effort to escape the all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckins. We really wanted to bring this world to life with what we call 2.9D platforming, which adds much more depth and immersion for the player. This sense of connection is also reinforced through the use of the dual senses haptic feedback, as you'll now be able to feel Abe's heartbeat in high alert and suspenseful situations.
2.9D.
There are well over 1,000 fellow Mudokons that you must try to save along the way. But they are far more than helpless workers looking to be saved. When used effectively, you'll be able to solve puzzles, harness their combined energy, and be given the tools they need to fight alongside you. And there will be times when the extra hands will be needed as you face off against an array of heavily armed enemies that will stop at nothing to find and end Abe once and for all. In order to stand a chance against this much larger threat, we gave Abe the ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket items from his surroundings and use them to craft an impressive arsenal of his own that he can share with others.
I mean, I played this game already. What's his face? The fucking means.tv boys made the same game.
There is one iconic ability for our shamanic
Remember?
protagonist.
What was it? What was
Possession.
the game? Together we win?
This mystical power
Together we
allows
win.
you to take control of your foes and use their strengths and weapons against them, or use them to gain access to paths still ahead.
Or Tonight We Riot.
The Oddworld universe is a
Tonight
diverse place, and this means that there are some environments.
Yeah, I played a game called Tonight We Riot. This game is so much better than that, obviously. So it was like truly
You'll
indie.
find dark and dangerous caves, heavily guarded industrial sites, and ancient forgotten
the
lands.
mentality is like
Here
supposed
we've
to be the
built
same.
lots of opportunities for you to test your skills and find different ways to handle things. It won't be easy. If being hunted by an army backed by a shady and wealthy organization isn't bad enough, there are also more dangers in the forms of natural obstacles,
I never
ancient
played this
traps,
game,
trials
but
against
I know
swarming
about
dark
it.
creatures, and industrial hazards that must be dodged, crossed, and avoided. Ultimately, Abe's journey is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a rich and engaging narrative to discover in a world full of lies, and we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before. In true Oddworld fashion, your actions in-game will decide the fate of Abe and all those you manage to liberate along the way.
You're
and we
escaping
can't
the
wait
Amazon
to see
factory
what you
tomorrow? Yeah,
will
this
do.
is Bessemer, Alabama Amazon distribution facility simulator.
That was the latest on Oddworld Soulstorm. And here's some exciting news.
Yeah.
Active PlayStation Plus members will get the PS5
Republicans
version
should
for no
refuse to
extra
play this
cost,
game.
starting in April.
Because, you know, unions are actually
Moving on.
corrupt.
It's time to catch up with Kena Bridge of Spirits, a gorgeous new adventure we last saw on
Elden
the
Ring
June
this time
PS5
for sure?
showcase.
No, it's not happening. Here's what's not happening. Elden Ring, Metal Gear Solid Remaster, the things that you expect and the things that you want are not going to happen, okay? You're going to get a bunch of fucking baby games. Some of it's good, though. I mean, some of the shit that they've shown is decent. That Remembrance or whatever the fuck is going to be fun to play. HasanAbi 2.
The rats seem quite fond of you. They're usually timid.
The animations are sick on this. I mean, this is really...
Something
really
tells me you
returned.
did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy. But that power faded long ago.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't know.
Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. We must help these spirits if we wish to reach the mountain shrine.
It's okay.
It feels like a Sony version of Zelda, you know what I mean? Well, not even actually. There's like more. Celebrate China? Hey guys, no, it's not Zelda because she has the same staff over and over again and it doesn't break in the course of like three uses, so it can't be Breath of the Wild.
You must move on.
And the user interface isn't dog shit probably, so. Why is ever give a fucking furry game? I wonder if this will be a really cool story.
Path of the Spirit Guide is
because if it's a really cool story, I'll overlook the fact that, you know, it's a game, it's animation.
Now let's settle in for a
babies.
stylish new look at Deathloop, a PS5 first-person shooter developed by the team at Arcane.
Colt.
What?
You'll never, ever break this loop.
There's no never here. Just you, me, and the rest of
Deathloop
these
shit looks
maniacs.
kind of sleeper, dude. Am I the only one who feels like Deathloop is sleeper?
This is Ramblin' Frank's Matinee. This little ditty goes out to the handsome asshole trying to break our loop. Colt, the visionaries are ready to dance. Are you?
Okay, ultimately, we can all admit that this is way better, though, so far than every other fucking... It's better than the Nintendo event, and it's better than the fucking Blizzard event. Let's be real. At least there's, like, new IP, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't... I'm surprised they didn't, you know... Why are they not revealing a patch as an entirely new game so far? I mean, none of these are new, though. There's no, like, new revelation. It's just, like, a little bit... Mario Golf? Oh, yeah. Well, they have dodgeball. Bro, you fucking know they're gonna hit you with another Grand Theft Auto 5 remake and give you like one extra bank job or something for the online. So you just like get ready for that. I'm telling you right now that there's gonna be like Grand Theft Auto 5 coming soon to a PlayStation 5 with additional missions like Pog.
You're doomed. Somebody's feeling feisty.
I mean, it already happened. They're just gonna do it again. I don't know if this will be good or not. I don't know.
Where you been hiding?
Dishonored was really fun though, so I remember Dishonored being really fun. So like the combat was pretty fucking seamless in Dishonored for all the cool shit that you could do. So I'm a little hopeful because of that. Like, I'm a little hopeful because of that. But
Song's over, people.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The rest of you motherfuckers are next.
I think your PlayStation stream is behind. No, it's not. I'm watching it on Twitch. I hate Dishonored with every bone of my body. Okay, well, that sounds like a you problem, brother.
Before we leave, how about a huge update for one
What
of
do you mean before
2020's
we
most
leave? This is
celebrated
it?
games?
Cloud! Quickly!
Who the fuck is leaving?
Barrett!
Give me a break.
Jesse! Barrett!
Where you been?
Tifa! Help me!
Come on, let's push it past the red line! Now it's my turn!
Look at that. There's another game that I say I'm going to play and not play.
A touching reunion.
Gaming has
guys,
never been
your
more
girl
ass
finally
shit.
made
No,
it
I
to
know.
Midgar.
I know. It's fucking not good.
My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite special forces operative for the new Wutai government.
Okay,
We'll
to
prove
be
to
fair,
our
at
common
least,
enemy
yeah,
that
someone also
Wutai
pointed this out in the chat, but at least they're not fucking doing like a 15-minute presentation about how terrible 2020 was
Someone's been expecting.
by like showing the developers and being like,
Sorry about that.
well, you know, growing up as a gay kid, like video games allowed me to, you know, escape
will be
reality
okay,
or some
though,
shit.
right?
Well, of course he will.
They're the ones who blew up the reactors.
Just like literally
Should
no
we say
one is
hi?
like, oh, sick.
No, better not. After what they've done,
Yikes,
you gotta assume
dude.
Shinra's on their tail.
What do you mean, yikes, dude? To all the gamers in my chat right now, do you want fucking cool games or do you want some developer telling you about how video games allowed them to escape reality? No, you want fucking cool games, dude. Like,
No freaking way!
Nintendo BlizzCon, this shit, dude, you're fucking, you're delusional, dude. This is significantly better.
You guys should probably get moving.
Got it.
Whatever it is they're planning.
You know what I want? I want cool gay games, okay? That's what I want.
Yeah,
I want
they
like
do.
new IP with
I'm
some
not
fucking
your
cool
sister.
gay characters. How about that?
There you are.
Who are these jerks?
So instead of hearing
Just
about how
appeared.
2020 sucked. Speaking of cool gay games, don't worry. We're gonna do some NoPixel RP later. So.
Get down here, Merc.
I don't understand. Are you serious? Okay, don't do this, dude. Don't fucking do this, dude. Oh my god, don't fucking do this, dude. Why are they doing this, dude? You know what's funny? All the people that are like, oh, well, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so it doesn't matter. This event doesn't matter to me. It's like, dude, literally every game is for the PlayStation 4. Don't worry. Like, they straight up allotted 60 seconds to show you that, like, don't worry, the PlayStation, the only game that's like coming out for PS5 is basically the PS4 game, but like with marginal quality of life improvement. Loading times. Photo mode? Buggers! I'm fucking losing my mind, dude! I fucking love photo mode! Whoever decided photo mode should be like in every fucking game and that it should play a significant part of like selling every game should go to jail. I would throw that person in prison. Whoever started that.
You see that?
Photo mode for me is accidentally clicking the photo mode snapshot button over and over again in every fucking game. Okay, that's it. The only time I ever use photo mode is when I accidentally click on it. Okay? I do not understand why the fuck this is like a thing.
That was the reveal of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate,
I
coming to the
unironically love photo
PS5
mode,
console
really?
later this year.
Hey, to each their own.
And that's our show. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come in 2021.
Wait, no.
See you next time.
That's the Jabay, right? That's not. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Wait. No. Come on, come back. Let's do something. Come back and tell us that, like, what? What the fuck was that, dude? Come on, if we just refresh Elden Ring. No. If we refresh, they're going to show all the cool games that are coming out. Oh, that's great. God damn, the state of fucking video games is so devastating that like that was still better than the Nintendo event. At this stage, I feel like every company is basically saying like, you're gonna buy this shit anyway. You're gonna buy the same shit over and over again. Come on. You guys have been playing FIFA since like 94. Don't act like you want something new. Call of Duty. There you go. Eat your fucking slop. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's 2 whole new rays of sunshine in every single scene in Final Fantasy. What else do you want, you entitled piece of shit? I must have been so stoked seeing Blizzard and Nintendo. Damn, we may get away with it. Guys, who's ready for Grand Theft Auto 5, the new heist that you can do? I'm just saying, like, you know, there's a new heist. Yeah, I want to say the PlayStation event was better than the other ones, but they just straight up repeated with like 30 seconds of extra clips everything we already saw. Actually, no, less than that, because at least because of the Game of the Year's or whatever award show, they literally fucking had like more games. Come on now, you know Sony screws new adopters for every console gen. I don't understand why Sony fans don't learn ever. This is 100% true. First gen, like immediate release games are always so dog shit with Sony. Always. And I buy the new one every fucking time it comes out. I buy the new one every single time it fucking comes out, expecting like, this time it's going to be different. This time it's going to be different. We are going to have some decent fucking games when it fucking comes out. And that never happens. Okay? It never happens. And I still keep eating that dog shit. Your favorite game now with more fog, more motion blur, more light blooming, and 75% less visibility, graphics. Wait, hold on. But with a fucking unique photo mode where you can actually blow out the saturation. So, I'm sorry. But, my friend, what were you expecting, you know? No Among Us 2, what now? Final Fantasy 7 remake, less loading time, more time to complain. Yeah, so far I have spent $500 to throw tomatoes at bugs in high definition, like a PlayStation 2 game. So far, I have literally spent $500 to play a PlayStation 2 game that was new and a remaster, which was a really good remaster of a PlayStation 3 game. Very cool. Well, I did play Spider-Man, at least, which was, again, DLC for a PS4 game. I played a DLC for a PS4 game. I played a DLC for a PS4 game. I played new IP that was basically a PS2 game. It's not DLC. Man, shut up. It was a 3-hour game. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, okay, it wasn't a 3-hour game, but it was like a 6-hour game. Literally a fucking DLC, okay? Like, and Demon Souls is a PlayStation 3 game that is remastered. Well, there was that one Resident Evil demo we played with the fucking milky vampire mommies. Dude, quit complaining. Just play the indie game demos when a Steam Indie Game Festival comes around. Jesus Christ. Why don't you play Xbox? Serious question. Pfft, yeah, right. I've had, I hate to do this, but I have had significantly more fun. And I'm a fucking diehard fucking Sony fanboy. I've had significantly more fun playing 2017 Nintendo games on my fucking baby game console than I did with PlayStation 5 so far. It's hard. It's hard to compare like a like profit driver like Breath of the Wild, which is a incredible video game that's like better than most other video games, to, you know, immediate releases for a console like this. But that's just the truth. 6 hours should honestly be considered short, even for a DLC. Developers should be ashamed to have such a lack of content like that. When you play Grand Theft Auto 5, the game released in 2013, released in 2014, online only, released in 2015, remade for Gen 20 in 2021. Yeah. This is pretty fucking bad. Breath of the Wild was a launch title. Yeah. Why don't you say Nintendo? Why do you say Nintendo with the hard R racist? Yeah. Bought console on 2020. No good IPs until 2022. Okay, whatever, dude. Shut the fuck up. Okay, fuck you. All right. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. It's literally Sony's fault. They couldn't get any other big devs to make PS5 games. I mean, a lot of things is Sony's fault. Like the fact that they didn't even fucking make up. The fact that they... The fact that people can't even buy PlayStation 5s currently, still, to this day, is the fault of Sony as well. So... I think these events suck because companies realize that randomly tweeting their game announcement will attract more of a spotlight of attention rather than be drowned out by other games by joining an event. But it doesn't even happen. But that doesn't happen either. But that doesn't even happen either. So what do you mean by that?
Okay, it's time I get a little something off.
Like people are talking about fucking you know, games being tweeted out. In what world? It's not even happening.
Let's see. Praise the cop. Yeah.
Hey boys, it's fucking time once again for me, a man of action, to come back to the fucking fold. It's time for Umberto Antonio Donato Pecorino to make a return to the fucking scene over here, you know? Mr. Pecorino is back. And today, I'm gonna focus on my fucking nerds, alright? I'm gonna try to focus on my nerds as best as I can today. I might watch the Boo Boo Bennett video a little bit later. And tonight, this song contains some DMCA stuff. This does?